Okay, I think they are up and live. Yeah. Yeah, we're good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Nerdstown. The Olympics are in full swing. And can I get a USA? USA! USA! Hell yeah! Let me tell y'all, we had the women's hockey facing off Finland today. We won 5-0. Oh, we are dominating. Carpenter, number 25, our captain for the women's hockey. She is on the Seattle Torrent with the PWHL. She's a phenomenal player. I've got to see her live when I saw the New York Sirens Seattle Torrent takeover of the American Airlines Center in Dallas last month. And oh my God, a great player all around. I'm going to turn the music off so I'm not shouting in you guys' ear anymore, but wonderful player all the way around. She's great. A Dallas native, might I add, a Texas native, might I add. Player of the game when we saw the PWHL game. I'm so happy that I get to see her on the ice. These women are a dominating force. Um, the Olympics, the opening ceremony, beautiful as ever. 196 countries out of 196 countries around the world. 192, I believe, are in the Olympics. 192 have reported to the Olympics. So we are missing 4 countries, ladies and gentlemen. That is phenomenal. I don't think we've had an Olympics like this for winter in a long time. Coming back to the Olympics this year, the Jamaican bobsled team giving the full Cool Runnings vibes. I love it. They've got uniforms that look like the old Cool Runnings Jamaican bobsled team. A throwback to that. Our jerseys for our hockey team are a nod and throwback to the 1980 U.S. Olympic team that, of course, won gold and beat the Russians for the first time in almost 30 years. So we got a lot of good stuff going on with the Olympics. Waiting to see these medal rounds, though. Of course, we're not going to get to those for a little bit. The men's hockey is one a lot of people are talking about with the U.S. right now because the U.S. men's hockey, while it's a good team, don't get me wrong, it's been put together some of the best in the NHL. They have left off some of the best from the league, a.k.a. Jason Robertson. Why? I don't know, but if you don't want the best scorer in the league, that's okay. You know, Dallas will forgive you. Dallas won't forgive you, neither will Robertson. But good luck to the guys. We do have our Jake Ottinger on our USA team, so I'm here for that. I'm also rooting a little bit for Canada because we have Thomas Harley from the Dallas Stars on the Canadian team. But if I had to go for a team in the Olympics that wasn't U.S., I'm going for the males team Finland because that's my boys. Esa Lindell, number 23, number 41, Miro Heiskanen, number 24, Rupe Hintz, and number 96, Mikko Rantanen. Our Dallas Stars and our Finnish Mafia are going to wipe the floor with you guys. Just watch. But it has been a great kickoff to the Olympics so far. A lot of great sports. There's one, though, that I didn't know the name of it. And I think I finally understand the name of it. It's called skeleton. And here's why I didn't understand the name of it. Why the hell would you call a sport skeleton? Well, skeleton is where you slide headfirst on a sled downhill at speeds of over 80 miles an hour. No wonder they call it skeleton, because if you don't reach the bottom safely,
you die.
You become a skeleton. But I'm still watching this, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, how the hell do you find out you're good at a sport like that? But,
this is Jackass.
Right.
Welcome to Jackass. Funny, when did Jackass become an Olympic sport?
Right. But,
literally.
We've got the Olympics are in full swing. The opening ceremony, I will say, I was very worried at one point that the U.S. was going to get booed because of everything going on politically. I'm not going to get into the politics here. We're not going to get into politics on this podcast much anymore because it's just not a place for that. But because of the political things that are going on in our country, I was fully prepared for our athletes to get booed. And I was like, I would understand it, to a point, to get back at our government, to let them know what they're doing to the people here in the U.S. and to people all around the world. It's not okay. But I just didn't want our athletes to have to endure that, because most of our athletes, they are not professional athletes. They are just people that have a hobby or a sport that they're really good at and they train really hard for. And this is the best they could ever do in their lives. So here they are to represent our country, to do the best for themselves and for us. And surprisingly, we actually did not get booed. We're actually given full, hoorays, cheers, and all of that, just like every other country was. It was a really beautiful opening ceremony. I thought it was really cool because in Italy, they would say the name of the country in Spanish first, then you hear it in English, and then you would hear it in Italian. And it was really cool to hear each country get their name called out 3 times, and to hear the different languages around the world. The 3 big languages around the world get, to hear how each country is said. And it was really, really cool. I got to see a lot of the countries coming in, see that, a few countries had like 1 or 2 people, athletes competing. And so it was like really cool to see how they split their guys up, because there were 4 areas that they marched through. There's the big main hall, where they're in Milana, Cortana, that they're being held at. Then there's the other 3 are within the mountain ranges, for the skiing, the sledding, all those. And so a lot of these countries, they just had, 1 star was over where they're going to compete, and the other one was over here. But the U.S. had one of the biggest teams with, I think, 262 athletes, I believe is how many we got there. Germany was pretty big. I did not know Leon Draisaitl was German, but he led the charge with Germany into the main hall, being the flag bearer for Germany. And I remember looking at him and going, "Oh, that's so cool. I'm so glad you get to represent your country. Still hate you as a player, though. Fuck the Edmonton Oilers." But, it was really cool getting to see our Dallas Stars with Team Finland as they came through the hall. It was really cool. We got a small glimpse at Mikko Rantanen and Rupe Hintz standing side by side, kind of bullshitting with each other in the back of the Finnish crowd. We got a small glimpse of Jake Ottinger as he came through with Team USA. And one of the flag bearers for Team USA, her family's from Ocala, Florida. Ocala, if you recognize the name, the city name, you probably listened to A Day to Remember. That is where they're from as well. They showed her family watching her carry our wonderful, beautiful flag into the main hall at the Olympics, on the Olympic stage, and they were just absolutely, beaming with pride and cheering her on. It was so cool to see. I love shit like this. I love the Olympics, no matter what, because the amount of pride that the athletes have, the amount of pride that their families have, it's what sports are about. Sports are one of the coolest things in the world because kids in sports stay off the fucking streets. It gives somebody something to strive for. And everybody in sports, your ultimate goal is to strive to get to the international stage and do your absolutely best. I mean, I remember when I was playing baseball, I so wanted to make the Team USA baseball team, and I got close, but unfortunately, while going through to get to the minor leagues, blew out my rotator cuff of my arm and blew my shot. But different story for a different day. Again, I love it. It's great. I love to see international hockey. It is some of the best hockey in the entire world. It is better than the NHL by far. Because not only because you're never there in the NHL, you're there for yourself. But I think the best way to put it at the international stage is the way that Herb Brooks put it in 1980. The name on the front is a hell of a lot more important than the name on the back. And that's what these athletes wholeheartedly prove at the international stage. is they are there to represent their country, not themselves, and it's so beautiful to see the way they do it. And honest to God, the hits are harder at the international level than they are in the NHL. So, I like the hard hits in hockey. It's the same way when I'm watching NASCAR. I want to see you drive the driver you can't stand into the fucking wall and cause a wreck. Because the fallout and fights are so much fucking fun. There is a woman named Zazzy on TikTok, Zozzzy. I've been following her for about a year and a half. Her journey to try to make the U.S. bobsled team. She ended up making it. She's at the Olympics now. She's been showing around the Olympic Village there in Milano Cortina. It's so beautiful. It's amazing to watch her TikToks now as someone who has made it, because just her journey through it to try to make the team in the first place was astronomical. She was like, I don't even think I have a shot. I've been training with other former U.S. athletes, and then when she finally made it and then getting there, it's really fun to see that. Go check her out, guys, if you haven't already. Hell of an athlete. Absolute hell of an athlete. I will say, though, when I was watching the opening for our Olympics, I was ready. I was so ready. I had Freebird queued up. I had the guitar solo queued up so I could hit it as they announced USA, and I did. As soon as they announced USA, Freebird blared it in my living room. I was chanting USA. Levy was shouting with me. My son, he wasn't shouting USA because he didn't know how to talk, but he was shouting with me. It was beautiful. Me and my wife were in our 1980 U.S. jerseys. I was wearing Jim Craig, and she was wearing Mike Ezeruni. And then it got to the very end of the U.S. presentation where they showed Mike or J.D. Vance, and I was so happy that I just got to right there on my TV. Gave him the biggest finger I fucking could. But that's neither here nor there. Minions Gate at the Olympics, though. Ben, I believe that's yours, right?
It is. It is. So there is a figure skater that is from a Spanish. I know he's a Spanish figure skater that had a problem with because he was using Minions music, like as some sort of remix of like a Minion, the Minions laughing, and then he has like a music theme to it. It's kind of cool, At least it's different. It's not your typical figure skating. It's it was just different. So everybody's like, Minions better be there. Well, they hit him with a copyright, and so he was unsure if he was going to be able to perform with that song. But they finally cleared it, from what I know, and so they're allowing him to use the Minion song, and it's pretty great. I've seen the clip of him doing the routine. He has stolen the hearts of many, from what I can tell. It was literally on like today news.
Yeah,
this man in the Minions. Oh, he's dressed as a Minion.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, so it's pretty great. But I don't know. The Olympics is just so. I mean, they work so hard for it. It only comes around at 4 years, right?
Yeah, every
right?
4 years.
Every 4 years, like these people put the like most effort into this. When you think about it, truly, if you are going to be an Olympic athlete,
this is a very special Olympics as well because, especially for Team Canada hockey. We know that this will be Sidney Crosby's last Olympics. And so it's very special for them, very special for him. I'm not a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, but as you can tell, I'm not just a Dallas Stars fan. I've got jerseys from some of the best players in the league sitting behind me. For those of you that are on the YouTube that can see it. I love I love some of the best players, and Sidney Crosby is arguably one of the best players in the league. One of the best players ever. I'm a massive Sidney Crosby fan. What he does on the ice, what he does off the ice, what he does for Pittsburgh, and then his local community back home in Canada, where he came from, his birthplace. So to sit there and say that this is his last Olympics is very, very heartbreaking because, while he shows no sign of retiring in the NHL, it's always something special to represent your country and your home. So, on that note, good luck, Team Canada. If it's not the U.S., let it be you guys. Bring home the gold for Sidney Crosby if you can one last time. While we're here on
Never thought I would hear you say "Go Canada," but here
you
we
know,
are.
honest to God, I never thought I'd say it, especially at the international stage. But I gotta give it to Sidney Crosby. You can't disrespect one of the greats. I would say
Right.
the same thing if Russia was allowed to compete. I'd say the same thing because I'm pretty sure this would be Alex Ovechkin's last Olympics, and I'd say the same thing for him. I would love to see Alex Ovechkin compete at the international stage one more time. Staying on sports, though, we have a very controversial, I'm putting air quotes around that, controversial class for the Pro Football Hall of Fame 2026. As a lot of people know, Bill Belichick, the former coach for the Patriots, was also one of the finalists for this and did not make it into the Pro Football Hall of Fame this year. And has been a lot of people have been upset about that. Mostly Patriots fans, but that's because Patriots fans get mad at Patriots fans. So they get mad at anything. But I will agree. I think even though the Deflategate and other cheating scandals around the Patriots under the direction of Bill Belichick, if we forgo all of that, he still deserves to be there for what he's done for the league, not just with the Patriots. He was a phenomenal coach, one of the best in the league for his time. But we do have a list of, I think, very, very deserving players. Among those, Roger Craig, a running back for the 1980 49ers, San Francisco 49ers. The first player to record 1,000+ rushing and 1,000+ receiving yards in a single season. He should have been in the Hall of Fame. Most of the 1980 49ers have already been in the Hall of Fame, and they were the ones to knock on his door to let him know. I was hit with those yesterday on my TikTok feed. I was absolutely loving it. We also have Larry Fitzgerald, a wide receiver from the Arizona Cardinals, in this year. Luke Kaluki, a linebacker from the Carolina Panthers, in this year. Adam Vinatieri, a kicker for the Patriots and Colts, in this year. And last but not least, and probably the next best deserving guy, number 9 for the New Orleans Saints, a hero to all of Louisiana, a hero to New Orleans, the guy that led them to a Super Bowl and a Super Bowl victory at that, Drew fucking Brees, getting into the Hall of Fame this year. Drew Brees is a lot like, to me, is a lot like some of the other great sports stars. Larry Bird, you might know nothing about basketball, but you know the name Larry Bird. You know the name Michael Jordan. You might not know anything about hockey, but you know the name Wayne Gretzky. You might not know anything about baseball, but you know Babe Ruth. You know Jackie Robinson. You know who they are, and I believe Drew Brees is in that category. You might not know nothing about football, but you know the name Drew Brees. And on that alone, he should be inducted into the Hall of Fame. What he did for New Orleans and the Saints organization, as well as the community and the state of Louisiana, deserves to be there. Really happy to see this. So congratulations to the class of 2026 Pro Football Hall of Fame. You guys are absolutely deserve to be here. So I'm very happy to wait and see the actual induction ceremonies for you guys. And on the Superdome there in New Orleans, they had "Congrats Number 9" up in lights on there. And I've got this theory about the number 9 recently because I have a lot of jerseys that I never really put two and two together, but I have a lot of jerseys that have the number 9 on them in my collection. I have Mike Modano, number 9, both Team USA, as in the one I'm wearing right now, and the Dallas Stars, number 9. I have Wayne Gretzky, who is 99. I have a Drew Brees jersey. Drew Brees wore number 9. I have a Jamie Tart jersey. Now, of course, Jamie Tart is a fictional character, but probably one of the better ones in the show Ted Lasso and for that team. Roy Kent still exists.
Roy Kent still exists. Sam still there's that. Sorry, that's a whole
one of the better
Ted
ones.
Lasso needs its own episode. Anyway, continue.
Yes, but he's one of the better ones in the show.
Yes.
So I have a Jamie Tart jersey. And then I got, I was big into Space Jam. I loved Space Jam. The original one, the only Space Jam I'll let in my house, with Michael Jordan. And I had a Sylvester jersey. And funny enough, when I met Bill Farmer, and I take my Sylvester jersey to get signed because Bill Farmer provided the voice for him in that movie, I realized as he was signing it that it also supports the number 9. And then one of my other signed jerseys that I have that's number 9 is Kenner Falafa of the Texas Rangers. And I started putting two and two together. Anybody that wears number 9 or 99, some of the best players out there, in all honesty. Exceptions being Tony Romo, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, Michael Vick.
I forgot he was a fucking thing. I forgot he existed until you said that name.
Right. I mean, Michael Vick, damn who he was as a person, but as a player, wearing the number 9, Michael Vick was one of the best quarterbacks of his time. And again, he wore number 9. So I'm just saying, the best jerseys, the best numbers in sports are number 9. So, there's my little conspiracy theory on that. But speaking of football, speaking of sports, let's get into the Super Bowl. I'm going to do a real quick sports all around right now. Get this out of the way. Let's get into the Super Bowl. We got the Super Bowl tomorrow. There's only been one Super Bowl commercial I've seen so far, pre-Super Bowl, that I've honest to God enjoyed. I love every second of it. Xfinity. I don't know much about the company, but their commercial was top fucking tier. Going back to Jurassic Park, getting the original 3 actors together. Now, a lot of people were complaining it might be AI, but it was not. Xfinity even came out and said, no, we got them back, and then digitally CGI'd, de-aged them. It is not AI that they used in their ship. All their stuff was done digitally with CGI or practical. But they did get Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum to reprise their roles one more time, showing off the original Jurassic Park going through, showing off a scene from the movie with Mr. Hammond and Samuel L. Jackson's character where the power goes out. Xfinity comes in to save the day, plugs it all in, and hey, the park is fixed. And nobody dies, nobody gets eaten, and Jurassic Park lives on, and they all have a good time. I loved some of the references in there, especially with Malcolm walking up to the shrimp table and goes, "That is one big pile of shrimp." That had me cackling. I mean, I was dying laughing at this. Sam Neill on the little flying dinosaur ride was hilarious. Saying, "Mr. Hammond, after careful consideration, I have decided to endorse your park."
To happily endorse your park.
Endorse your park.
Wi-Fi finds a way.
And then there was an extra part that I saw earlier this morning that had Jeff Goldblum on a piano playing the Jurassic Park theme with some extra added notes in there. And Sam Neill, Dr. Grant says, "Wow, did you just come up with that right now?" And Laura turns to him and goes, "Sam, that's the theme to our movie." He goes, "What movie?" That's where it is, right there with the little Xfinity coming across. But I'm excited for the commercials this year based off of that one alone. I mean, we all know that everyone goes out for a Super Bowl commercial. You get some of the best commercials on TV from the Super Bowl. But predictions. I have seen only one prediction through everybody. The only people I've seen with any other prediction are your bandwagoners and your New Englanders going for the Patriots. Everybody else is rooting for the Seahawks. I have seen more Seahawks fans around town in Shreveport than I have ever in my life. And I live with a Seahawks fan. My roommate is a diehard Seahawks fan. And the Seahawks have a bit of a chance here. The last few times the Pope was elected and the Seahawks were in the Super Bowl, they won. So I'm just saying, they got a record to uphold.
Yeah, and as far as their stats go, from what I can tell, even looking at ESPN's predictions, it still leans Seahawks. So I don't know. I guess we'll see tomorrow, but we'll talk about that.
Oh yeah,
Again.
I did see though on TikTok this morning there were people that live close to the stadium. They were doing a fireworks test display this morning, and somebody in the comments of this video said, "Huh, testing with the Patriots colors so they can save the blue and green for the Seahawks when they win." And I was like, you know what? That's fair. So I'm really excited to see. I'm really excited to see the Super Bowl just because I love an underdog story. I love watching the Patriots lose, and anything that makes Tom Brady cry is my favorite thing. So let's go Seahawks.
Yeah, no, I'm ready for. I have always been pulled towards Seattle sports. So even as a child, like when the Seahawks, anytime the Seahawks were in the Super Bowl, I didn't care if I grew up in Dallas. I was always for the Seahawks. So I would love for the Seahawks to get another win.
Plus, I mean, the Seahawks colors, look, you can't really put lime green with a lot of different colors, but the way that the Seahawks do it with their navy blue, it just pops so well. I love their uniforms, always have. So I want some lime green this year. With that, that is our sports for now. Something also just happened last week, in between the last episode and now, the Grammys happened, and we had a lot of beautiful tributes to Ozzy and other songwriters and musicians that have passed away last year. My favorite thing, though, my favorite tribute that happened, two of them were both for Ozzy. Youngblood's tribute speech when he won his Grammy. And then Post Malone, Chad Smith, and Slash, along with a couple other musicians, doing a full band play of War Pigs on the stage. Just absolutely beautiful. Had me crying the whole time. I'm sitting there, I'm trying to sing along. I really was, but I couldn't. I couldn't get through the tears to sing along with it well enough. And they kept showing Sharon and Ozzy's two kids sitting next to them, and their daughter was a lot like I was, just absolutely fully in tears, enjoying every moment of it. Sharon at the end of the performance got to tears. Beautiful, just absolutely beautifully done. Post Malone, can we just talk about how wonderful he is as a musician? Now, again, I love Post Malone just because he's a Texas boy. He's from Arlington, of all places, as well. So he's a Dallas guy. You know, I've known Post Malone since before the nation and the world knew Post Malone. I've been hearing his music, around Dallas. So, but this man can do no wrong with any genre. I mean, he has a voice that is so beautifully tuned to whatever genre he wants to put it towards. We've seen him in his career. He came up in the rap game and did wonderful there. He came up, he did a little jazzy blues for a little bit. He's done country albums recently, or features with country artists recently. He's done features with folk artists as well, and then just him belting out War Pigs in an Iron Maiden tribute to Ozzy, or not Iron Maiden, but Black Sabbath tribute to Ozzy Osbourne. Just the power he had in his voice in that tribute, just absolutely amazing. This man could do no wrong vocally. I wholeheartedly believe now. But back on Youngblood, though. Youngblood, one, shocked crowds on the red carpet because a lot of people know that Sharon Osbourne is very particular about her shoes. And the only person to ever, honest to God, be able to hold her shoes was Ozzy Osbourne. And on the red carpet, she took her shoes off because they were already hurting her. And he took them from her, was able to hold them. That already speaks to who he is as well and how comfortable Sharon is with him. And then after he won his Grammy, the same Grammy that Sharon and the two kids got to tell him about his nomination for, brought her up on stage, thanked Ozzy one more time throughout the entire speech. Not a dry eye in the auditorium there. Even Youngblood started tearing up halfway through his thank you speech, and said probably the greatest thing ever when Ozzy asked him if there was anything he could do for Youngblood. Youngblood said the music was enough. And he retorted that again in his thank you speech, saying, I said it then and I'll say it now, and I think I speak for everybody now. The music was enough. Thank you, Ozzy. Pulling Sharon up on stage with him in that thank you speech as well. Beautiful. Had a few other winners. One of them controversial. Olivia Dern. A lot of people did not know. I'm one of the people. I don't know who Olivia Dern is. She was in the same category as Alex Warren. A lot of people think Alex Warren should have won it. I'm amongst that crowd, in all honesty, just because Alex Warren has gotten his music out there a lot more than Olivia Dern has.
I don't know who she is.
And a lot of people believe that Alex Dern was sabotaged in or Alex Warren was sabotaged in his live performance of Ordinary when his inner ear thing malfunctioned. There was one story that came out that Jelly Roll kind of stood up and helped him get through that. Not sure how true that is or anything else. I've seen only one post about it. But Alex Warren did come out on his TikTok saying, "This is what I heard in my inner ear monitor that night." Like I said, a lot of people are under the belief that they sabotaged him so that he would look bad before that category was announced, so that this other chick, Olivia Dern, could win it. And then,
I don't really see that because I feel like they know at that point. They know. Like, you think they don't know, but it's pretty decided. They have that little thing he typed out, yo. Like,
right.
You think they just slap a sticker on that?
Right.
When they
And
make a decision?
that's where I'm at on it. I think he'd already, was not decided as the winner before that happened. But
right.
The sheer fact that
But I do believe that
he
should have won. I do believe he.
Yeah. Based off of just Ordinary alone, let's not talk about Eternity. I mean, or any of his, any of his other music that's come out, but Eternity and Ordinary are the biggest ones of the last year, with the most listens and downloads on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, all across the board. But that's beside the point. Bad Bunny made history with the Grammys as the first Latin American to win Album of the Year, I believe. That was the one that he won. That was
record album, I'm not sure.
Right. But either way, he made history with it. It was really cool. A lot of people are upset. This is the last political thing I'm going to get into for right now. A lot of people got upset with how political the Grammys were, with a lot of artists coming up in their acceptance speeches saying "fuck ICE." But you know what? Look, who gives a shit? They're allowed to say whatever they want to say personally. And then again, I'm with them for it. Fuck ICE. Billie Eilish wins again. Sabrina Carpenter did not win, however. And I think that's a bit of an oversight. I'm sorry, not sorry. Manchild was a great album. Manchild, one of the biggest songs of 2025, but I digress. Whatever. If Sabrina didn't win, that's fine. There's always next year.
Hold on. Who beat her out? Who beat
I'm
her
not
out?
entirely sure.
I think is that the same? Okay, pause while I figure this out.
Yeah. But overall, pretty successful Grammys. I mean, other than the Alex Warren, Olivia Dern thing, not a lot of controversy there, other than the political controversy of a lot of artists saying "fuck ICE." Trevor Noah, doing the little clap at Nicki. That did come out at the Grammys, and of course Nicki did clap back on Twitter, which we're going to get into that in a minute. But yeah, I mean, not a lot of controversy there. Really, really record-setting Grammys again, with the history being made with Bad Bunny. So but while we wait for Ben to do that, let's talk a little bit about Nicki clapping back on Twitter. Oh, John, you got something?
I was about to say total sidebar, but you brought up Sabrina Carpenter, which reminded me about something that I forgot to put in my topic dump.
Well, let's go.
The new Muppet Show with Sabrina Carpenter. It was fan-fucking-tastic. I loved every second of it and was laughing my ass off through the entire thing. It was just, it was amazing. It was classic Muppet Show, the way you want it done, just with Sabrina Carpenter.
Right, and I love the rendition of Manchild in the Muppet Show. And then, of course, the hens losing their feathers and then ending up on Sabrina. That was absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I gotta say, I forgot to add that myself. I did enjoy that, and I'm hoping to see more with the Muppet Show as it continues on.
One thing I did find hilarious in the episode was was like the Bridgerton parody in there that was in there, the pigs in wigs. That was absolutely hilarious.
Honestly, I see your point, and Sabrina did deserve an award, but she was beat out by Kendrick for Luther. Okay, and that was so yeah, like it was at least a deserving one, and that brings me to, because I was pretty sure, because Cher announced that one. So I think I saw that Cher might have had a little bit of devil's lettuce with I think Future behind the Grammy stage, and she announced Kendrick as Luther, the original artist who is dead. And everybody's like, she shares, she gets the pass. Fully agree. That woman is ethereal. Oh, yeah. How is that? Her Grammys she looks so good as a blonde. We were talking about that, by the way. She looks so good. How is she reverse aging? How does that?
Her.
She drinks the blood of the innocent.
A lot of people are getting to do that lately, and it's like, where's the Fountain of Youth, Hollywood? Where is it? I know it's there.
They're stealing the souls of virgins.
Probably.
Epstein Files could have said the same thing. but no, like I said, I couldn't remember who Sabrina Carpenter went up against. I didn't get to see the full Grammys because I don't get live TV anymore. Because I don't live on my home I don't live with my home Wi-Fi anymore, and I haven't been able to transfer it to where I'm at yet. So I don't get live TV through Hulu anymore. So I wasn't able to watch the full thing. I've seen bits and pieces on TikTok. Like I said, I couldn't remember who Sabrina Carpenter went up against, but I know she went up against some good powerhouses. But I believe she should have deserved something with Manchild or the album that she made Manchild on. I don't remember that name right now. But, again, I digress. Sabrina Carpenter, I don't think she needs one to be considered great anyways. She's a lot like Billie Eilish to me. She's a lot like Taylor Swift. And their music is so good. You don't need a Grammy.
Yeah, but Billie always sweeps. She always sweeps the Grammys.
And you know what? And well-deserved to Billie Eilish, too. Yeah. I mean, honest to God, her music hits a certain place no matter what it's speaking about. Let's look at last year's Grammys when she won for What Was I Made For from the Pink movie. That song, I listened to that song away from the movie it's attached to. And that song hits such a powerful chord in me sometimes. Even though it's written from a female perspective, it just hits such a powerful chord of, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know what I'm made for, and
dude, they put that song to Frankenstein edits.
Yeah.
And it was so beautiful. Oh, perfect choice, guys. 10 out of 10.
But again, Billie from the jump has written great music. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She's a phenomenal artist. Her music always has a great message. And
it's Judge Judy
her construction of her chords,
Judge Judy
the bass that she adds to her music, the overall tonnage, everything else, it is really phenomenal. Her construction of songs, not just the lyrics, but the music and behind it, the melodies, the harmonies, everything else. She does phenomenal. I will never say that Billie Eilish doesn't deserve anything. And I and there's not a lot of artists that I'll say that for. A lot of artists, you can tell who writes their stuff for them, or you can tell with a lot of artists, you can tell who is writing their own songs and who has people writing songs for them. You can definitely tell, when they write their own songs, where it's coming from, what place it's coming from as well. So, and again, Billie, a lot like Michael Jackson, a lot like Eminem, lyrical genius, wholeheartedly. She knows what words to use in places of other words to get points across and bring a message home. But Nicki Minaj clapped back on Twitter against Trevor Noah and several other artists at the Grammys was just an absolute. It felt like a mom. They made fun of me. I mean, I have not read any of these. I've seen the screenshots of people post them on TikTok and stuff. But it just sounds like it very much sounds like mom. They made fun of me. Well, do something about it. Your mom's fat too. Okay, that's
pretty
honestly, much. She sounded like a child throwing a temper tantrum and clapping back in ways that, like, Nikki, you're only proving the point further. You're only damaging yourself further. But okay, pop off, queen. What? But throw your temper tantrum, child. Have fun with that. It's exactly the kind of message I got from that. And I'm like, with Trevor Noah, that man is a comedian. You're only adding fuel to the fire. You're only making him better. You're only making his comedy better. So I hope you know that. I hope you're gonna be his muse for a little bit. So good luck. But let's switch to movies real quick. Toy Story 5 set to come out or is set to come out soon. They're starting filming, they're starting line recording. And they want to pick off where Toy Story 4 ended, with Woody hanging out at the park with Bo Peep and the soldier toys. The soldiers were originally voiced in Toy Story 4 by Carl Weathers, the great Carl Weathers, who unfortunately has passed away. And so they reached out to a few guys to not replace, but take over for Carl Weathers to voice these tiny soldiers, and I couldn't be happier with the choice they have. That choice being Ernie Hudson, who, if you don't know, is on Ghostbusters. He was in the second Ghostbusters movie. He's also in Ghostbusters Afterlife. I know for sure he was in Afterlife because the after credit scene is him reopening Station 8, or the Ghostbusters house, there in New York. So you definitely know Ernie Hudson from something. To have him take over for Carl Weathers is very special. Two great actors who I have grown up with and loved for a long time. If anybody's going to take it for Carl Weathers, let it be Ernie Hudson. He's got a voice so similar to Carl's that I don't think anybody's really going to be able to tell the difference here, and I think that's how it should be. So that way we can still get the story they want to tell without having to work around Carl Weathers, and we don't have to use AI to reconstruct Carl Weathers' voice without him there. So
okay, but now I'm really confused about what they're doing with this movie, because I thought they were gonna go like back, not forward, and that's concerning. I don't know. That's a cool, like that's great. I love the casting, but like, what's going on with the Toy Story movies?
Well, Toy Story 3 into the Toy Story 2.
Yeah, I stopped watching after 2.
The third one was okay. The fourth one was the perfect ending.
Fuck that strawberry ass bear, and I will say that on this podcast however many times I have to say it, but fuck that strawberry ass bear.
I will say, with how much I hate the fourth one.
And you piss me off when you say that. She goes, I love that strawberry ass bear. I low-key love that. What is wrong with you?
He tried to kill them. Fuck him.
That's even more reason. Sorry, I shouldn't say that on pod.
But the fourth one, as an ending to the franchise, was perfect. Honestly, I will say the third one was a perfect ending to the franchise, because that was Andy giving away his toys to the younger generation. That's where they should have ended it. But they came out with Toy Story 4. Well, how do you end it with Toy Story 4? Well, Woody goes off on his own, and Buzz becomes leader. Perfect ending. But also, and John's going to get this, the Toy Story franchise is starting to sound a lot like the Star Trek franchise right about now with its movies, because to tell that story, Star Trek, after the original series, they didn't know what was going to happen. And then they greenlit an animated series that ran for 2 seasons, and then it was canceled, and that was it. That was all we were getting. And then like, okay, well, Star Wars just made this box office hit. How, Paramount wants to compete with 20th Century Fox. How are they going to do that? What do they have? Did sci-fi, and they turned to Star Trek. And they're like, all right, you guys get one movie, and that's it. Okay. And the movie sucked ass. It didn't suck. It's not a bad movie.
I was about to say, hey.
But it didn't. The fans didn't really. It didn't resonate with the fans, and it wasn't the story that It should not have been the ending to that group. So okay, we'll come back for Star Trek 2. Star Trek 2 is supposed to be the ending of it, so much so they're gonna kill Spock. And they're like, hey, we're doing Star Trek 3. They're like, great. So they resurrect Spock. And that's supposed to be the end so much that they blow up the fucking Enterprise. And it's like, hey, we're doing Star Trek 4. They're like, well, son of a bitch. And Toy Story's starting to sound like
with
that.
Another one.
Right. Toy Story's starting to sound like that. Toy Story by itself was a phenomenal film. And then they came out with Toy Story 2. Cool. Okay.
You know
and then
what
Toy
else
Story
is
2.
starting to feel like? Because it would make sense. It would make sense if we were following, maybe if I hadn't seen Buzz and Woody together in the trailer, if we were following Woody's journey with Bo Peep and then following Buzz's journey with the new kid, Bonnie. Like, that would make sense. But I have seen the bitches together. And so it's giving, they're going to make them do this shit until he's 90.
See, what I was thinking is, I was thinking they were
Woody.
going to do a reverse Lord of the Rings where they start off separate and then meet somewhere in the middle.
Right.
And maybe that's where we're going, and that would make sense. And I kind of hope that that's where we're going, because at least it would make sense.
I do have good
But
ideas.
nothing I
every now and
come
again.
up with is making sense. Don't fuck with my Toy Story.
Right. Because again,
And keep
Toy
that
Story,
strawberry ass
2.
bear out of your mouth.
Yeah, Toy Story 2, they were phenomenal on their own. You come out with Toy Story 3, ending of an era with Andy, and he passes it off to Bonnie. Perfect ending right there. And then you're like, nah, fuck it, let's do one more. Okay, Woody's gonna go off on his own. He's gonna get his happy ending with Bo Peep, and Buzz is now the new leader. Cool, I'm cool with that. You know, I think you should have let Bo Peep and Woody kiss and not have Buzz cockblock them the whole movie, but that's beside the point.
Now kiss.
But, you know, far be it for me to tell you what to do with the movie. But all right, that's a perfect ending. Toy Story 5, fucking let it die! You know?
Not really.
As an avid Toy Story fan, let it fucking die, damn it. Give
No,
us a
for
perfect ending.
real. I'm just going to keep going back and watching 2, because 2's my favorite.
2 is my absolute favorite. Because 2 is where we get Bullseye, where we get Jesse.
And that really aesthetic cosmetic scene.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Autism.
But, you know, let it, whatever. Just don't do what you did with Cars. Okay, because that's another franchise that Disney has that has pissed me off. Okay, because Cars was great standalone film. Cars was a great standalone film. And you made Cars 2, and it was okay. It's all right, you know. He came out with Cars 3, and it's like, what are we doing? And in Cars 4, let's pass the torch.
Cars 2 is my favorite.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen the Cars movies in so long in sequence that I can't tell you which one is my favorite, because they all kind of blend together at this point.
So Cars 1, of course, is the best one, personally. Because I'm sorry, it's got some of the best songs in it. It's got some of the best one-liners. And that
I
intro.
have seen the Planes movies more.
They're movies? I only know of the one.
Well, there was Planes,
Yeah.
and then there was Planes, Fire, and Rescue, and Planes, Fire, and Rescue was the best one out of them all.
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, you gotta suffer. No. He's speaking facts. Because I'm like, you gotta suffer through Planes to get to Fire and Rescue. And I told that to him, like, literally this year. Yeah, because we rewatched it. Because I do actually love the Fire and Rescue one.
That's the best one.
I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out. But no, like, honest to God, I liked Planes. But
it is still good. It is still good. But
Yeah.
Fire and Rescue is peak.
It was so good. Oh God.
Yeah.
Especially for
And
somebody with,
Hardy would really like
your
it, too.
background as,
Yeah.
like, with yours and my background, like, it's the best.
Yeah, you're gonna love it, dude. I'm surprised you haven't seen it.
I love the fact, you know, when they brought in the fighter pilots in Planes, that little where they set them up to land on the carrier, and all that. Like that was so cool for me because again, I grew up with my dad being an aviation ordnanceman. So and knowing that life and almost joining that life myself until they found out about my asthma and said, "Go home." Uh, you know,
As you
right as I cough, right
as you
not
die.
not proving the point, but whatever.
You know what? I'm gonna call it right now. As soon as Chris sees Planes, Fire, and Rescue, that guy, you're gonna be balling, motherfucker.
No, for real.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm just gonna call it now.
That's your homework this week. Watch
Hey,
Planes, Fire, and Rescue, and we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I love that. I love that they incorporated the language, and not only did they try to incorporate the language, they wanted to make it so accurate for planes that they actually brought in U.S. naval personnel, U.S. naval fighter pilots to help them construct the language for the military, for the ship, for all the guys on the deck and the planes themselves. And I thought that was just beautiful. Of course, the homage to Dusty Crophopper's, mentor, and it kind of had that Cars feel to it.
And it's freaking Dane Cook. What's not to love?
You're right. But it's got that Cars feel of Dusty Crophopper and his mentor, the F4U Corsair. Being the Doc Hudson to Dusty being Lightning. Trying to prove himself. But we're so off topic here. Let's get into Celebrity Baby Train. Though Pete Davidson welcomed his first child, a daughter, into the world recently, naming her after his late father, Scotty. Named her Scotty after his late father, Scott Davidson, a firefighter who unfortunately lost his life on 9/11. I think that's beautiful. The photos that they have posted, he looks so happy. Again, I love Pete Davidson's turnaround from addict to deciding to get clean and be a better person. And now we know why, because he's a father now. And I love that that's his decision. As a father myself, as a former addict myself, I love that for him. Realizing that you're about to bring new life into the world, you want to do better for yourself, be a better person, so you can be a great father. And just his happiness in the photo with his wife and child. So lovely. And then of course the naming her after your dad, just perfection. We also have Josh Radnor welcoming his first child into the world. I love that for you, Ted. I love that for you, Ted. You're a few years too late. You were supposed to have them in 2016, but that's okay.
Dude, he literally is Ted because he married a girl that literally looks like the girl that How I Met Your Mother is about. And then they have the this baby. I don't know. I think they're more private, so I don't know about name or anything like that. But I think it is a boy. But yeah, no, I was really happy to see that one.
Yeah,
because I saw a picture of him playing guitar and his baby's just on the guitar on top of it.
That's
I was like,
wonderful. I love, though, that Josh himself has started to lean back into and come around with the fact of How I Met Your Mother being so successful, and that's who, again, who he was typecasted as. And he had a problem with that for a long time, but he's really sat down and with therapy and working on himself. He now has a Watchback podcast, one of the producers of the show, either a producer or a writer on the show, maybe both. I don't know what that podcast's name is, but I follow Josh Radnor on TikTok.
And it's something weird. It's something weird, but I don't want to say what I think it is because it sounds very bad. But it's a play on words on How I Met Your Mother. But
let me see if I can look it up.
It's not How I Watched Your Mother because that sounds weird.
Right.
It's I feel like it's a play on something like that.
How I Banged Your Mom.
What? How I Fucked Your Mom.
How I Fucked Your Mother.
How I Fucked Your Mother.
Oh shit.
Okay, it's How We Made Your Mother. That is the name of the podcast. How We Made Your Mother.
Which is still a little odd, but okay.
Yeah. But it's. I love that he is. Like I said, I love that he's come around to embrace Ted Mosby and to embrace the show, because almost everybody else that is associated with the show, um, Jason Segel has said that was his big jumping off point. It wasn't his first role, but it was what got him out there and has launched his career. And he has always talked about wanting to, if the opportunity arose, to come back and play Marshall again. The actress for Lily Aldrin has said the same thing. The Colby Smutters has said the same thing about Robin Scherbatsky. And Neil Patrick Harris has always had a love in his heart for the How I Met Your Mother show, and for Barney Stinson as a whole. So, to which, I mean, he's had such a love for it that when he did the Harold and Kumar movie, with them, he was like, "Hey, what if we do this?" And he based his character, Neil Patrick Harris, on, I only play gay so I can hook up with women like Barney Stinson does in that movie. If y'all have not seen that one, go watch it. It's fucking hilarious. And they talk about it, and he goes, "No, I'm doing the whole How I Met Your Mother thing. I only play gay out there, but I'm hooking up with women every day. I'm up to like 272. It's great. But Neil Patrick Harris has loved this franchise. I believe him and Jason Segel both helped out with the How I Met Your Father show that Hulu did a few years ago that has since been canceled. It didn't have the numbers that How I Met Your Mother did. I watched a few episodes of it. I couldn't get into it. I tried like hell.
I wanted to like it. I didn't really care for it. And I love Hilary Duff. Hilary Duff is like a childhood crush for me. So I was kind of surprised that I didn't really get into it, honestly.
Right, and the way they were setting the show up, the way they were setting the characters up, I was like, I know if anybody's going to come back on the show to bridge the two, it's going to be Neil Patrick Harris's Barney Stinson, and he's going to hand one of the lesbians his playbook. Like from the jump, from the first 4 episodes, I was like, it's going to be Neil Patrick Harris handing off the playbook, and I guarantee it's going to one of the lesbians, 100%. But I tried like hell, and I couldn't even finish the first season. I would like to try it again. I've given it a few years. The entire show's out on Hulu now. I'd like to try it again and see, because again, a big problem is the first season is always kind of the toughest. So, but we'll do that later. But again, congratulations to Josh Radnor. I'm so happy for him. I really am. And when I saw the list come up, I was thumbing through it. I was like, I looked at him and I go, Ted. I was like, Josh Radnor had a baby. She was like, who? I was like, Ted. And she thought about it for a minute. She's like, oh, Ted Mosby. I was like, yeah. And then we joked that he's a few years too late, because in How I Met Your Mother, he had the kids in 2016.
Mm.
So I was like, he's 10 years too late, but that's cool.
Yeah, I think he might have made that joke, actually, now that you say that.
Really? That's dope.
He might have, but I can't remember.
And then Meghan Trainor has also had another child via surrogacy, right? Is that what that's? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Via surrogate. They just should start calling her kids the clone kids, because it just looks like the clone of the Spy Kids, man. Just a copy paste. Even the new one just looks. It's just another baby Daryl. They all look like Daryl.
Yeah.
It's like he really just spit them motherfuckers out. They all have red hair. All of them.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's greatness. And while my wife is fighting for her life so that hopefully one of our kids will have her red hair.
Yeah, no, have you seen their kids?
I saw the first one. I've seen their first one.
The second one is just a copy of the first one.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That's
it looks
great.
just like I thought it was the same fucking kid for a long time.
Yeah.
I did. I had to look it up, and I was like, "Oh, there's another one." Like,
They're
so it
multiplying.
literally is. Yeah. Hold on. Where can I see your phone or the iPad or something? Yeah, y'all keep talking. I'll bring up these kids in a second.
Yeah. But with new
No,
life, the circle of life, with new life comes death. Unfortunately, as of today, we were hit with the sad news, the passing of Brad Arnold. Now, we all talked about this morning, or well, I should say this afternoon. Love or hate the man who he was, his music will always resonate with me. I listened to a lot of Three Doors Down in some of the darkest times of my life. It got me through the deaths of several family members, a few friends. It got me through some very dark places. I will always love Three Doors Down music. I do not align with Brad Arnold as a lot of his political views, a lot of his religious views. But that is because I'm a different person, than him. But I am saddened by his passing. Um, Ever since the cancer diagnosis a couple years ago, we all knew that it was not a matter of if but when. Unfortunately, and of course, that when became today. It is, like I said, I'm very saddened by the passing of the man who made some of the best music that's got me through some of the darkest times of my life. Again, Kryptonite will probably be my favorite Three Doors Down song. I love Here Without You, When I'm Gone, and then Landing in London. Probably one of my absolute favorite intros to a song of all time. The acoustic guitar going into a electric is always a beautiful blend between the two instruments. There's a lot of songs that do it. One from Metallica does it. Um, Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd does it. And those songs just always hit so much harder because the acoustic guitar, just the sound of it, it just pulls something in your soul when you hear it. And then blending it into an electric guitar. Wanted Dead or Alive is another great song that does it. That does it in a completely different direction than the previous songs that I just listed. But Jesus Christ,
They're literally the same kid, you know? Like, and then this baby,
one wears
where's this
glasses.
baby to tell me that's not the same kid?
Somebody hit
That kid was
Control
on Spy
C and
Kids.
then Control V.
Yeah, literally, it's like copy and paste. It's crazy. Anyway.
That kid was on Spy Kids. He's going to grow up to do 3 Spy Kids movies and then marry Megan Trainor.
It's a time loop in that family.
I hate
no,
temple
One of them's name is
mechanics.
Barry. One of them, conspiracy theory. One of them's name is Barry.
I hate temple
he's going to move to
mechanics.
Central City. Hear me out. He's going to move to Central City. There's going to be a lightning storm and he's going to get struck.
Okay, anyway, sorry.
But yeah.
Megan Trainor side tangent.
So again, I am a little upset, a little saddened by the fact that Brad Arnold has passed away. And like I said, because of the music, because of Three Doors Down, a great group in total.
I feel like Kryptonite probably got a hell of a lot of fucking streams this year and this last year with Superman. So,
Right.
I know it did. It made a lot of my monthly playlists this year.
Right. And like every time a Three Doors Down song comes on my playlist, I always listen to it. Like I have to listen to it all the way through because of the way that they God, those songs.
I'm not gonna lie though, I did see this one kind of coming because I did know that he had cancer. Like probably around the time when we started doing the podcast is when he was I think diagnosed. I think it's been pretty recent. It hasn't been that long.
Yeah. No, he was diagnosed in 23, but about the time we started the podcast is when they declared it terminal.
Yeah, cleared terminal.
Yeah, they declared it terminal recently, but he's been battling since 23, as far as I know. It's been a couple years he's been battling, but I knew that it was terminal. Like I said, I knew it was a win, not if. But still to hear it, is disheartening a little bit. I will always
on
love
the
that
win,
music.
not ifs. I feel like we're getting into the Bruce Willis territory.
I think so too. I can see Bruce Willis within a couple months, and as well as that, I'm going to get a little bit personal here because there will be a couple episodes coming up where I will not be on this podcast. We have had it confirmed my grandfather has less than a month, so the episode or the week that he passes away, I will not be on the podcast if the podcast continues to go without me. And then, of course, the week of his funeral, I will also not be on that podcast because I'm just not going to do well. To you guys, my best friends, my brothers, honestly, I will be leaning on you guys a little bit more as this. As this draws near, uh, again, this is my first grandparent that I will be losing, and I will be talking about this on the podcast after he passes, dealing with my grief, going through everything because I believe it's important for those of you that have not had this experience to kind of figure out, hey, when it happens to you, here's the best way that I went about, becoming myself again. Because I know when I lose him, I will lose a massive piece of who I am. This man has taught me so much in my life, and so. But yeah, just a little heads up. I will be missing a couple episodes coming up recently. Not sure when, but I know it will be a win, unfortunately. And but yeah, so thank you, Brad Arnold, for all the music. Bruce Willis, thank you for all the films. Thank you for every film that you've given us. And Grandpa, thank you. Thank you for everything else. Thank you for teaching me how to be a man and everything else you've taught me over the years. We're gonna miss you guys, the three of you guys. I'm definitely gonna miss Brad Arnold. Not getting another Three Doors Down album is gonna suck ass. But you know what? Let's hope to God that Three Doors Down does what Linkin Park did, and they just sit on a couple songs that were never released. Let's hope they've been sitting on a couple songs that have never been released, and they get to release those with Brad Arnold's voice. Because when Linkin Park did that in 2018, I believe 2019, when they released Lost Myself or Lose Myself and a couple other unreleased songs from the Meteora album era. God, that was such a wonderful, wonderful addition to Linkin Park. Getting to hear Chester again on a brand new song that we'd never heard. God, I loved that. So I hope Three Doors Down has something similar. I really do. Let's get into a little bit further down on our list. We're going to go the Halo games quick review. With the 25th anniversary of Halo being this year, we've got a lot to cover with Halo. We're probably going to cover Halo quite a bit this year with their 25th anniversary and everything else. We'll also be covering a lot of Star Trek this year because it's also Star Trek 60th anniversary. So we'll have that as it comes. One thing that we'll probably put a lot more of the Star Trek over on mine and John's podcast to Captain's One Pod than we will here, but we will also bring it up here because it is nerdy news. It does belong here as well. But for those of you that want to meet us come out and see us. Me, John, my wife, Hannah, and our buddy Carter will be going to Star Trek Las Vegas in August. Hopefully to get a booth there as vendors and spread the word about Two Captains, Nerdstown, Cosplay Confederation, Happy Ghost Reviews, Theta Squad, Captain Hudson's YouTube page, the works. Anything we're involved with, will be.
I'll be right back.
Promoting up there. So, be on the lookout for that news. But on to the topic, Halo games quick review. John, what do you got for us?
So, it's going to be kind of like the last kind of quick review I did. If you remember, a couple weeks ago, I reviewed all those older games.
Right.
So I'm gonna try to incorporate at least like one into every episode from now on. I'm gonna try to incorporate a little bit of that in here. But moving on to the actual the Halo games. As you all know, like Chris said, Halo turns 25 years old this year. Quick review of the games. Fair warning here that in my eyes, Halo can do no wrong. So this review is going to be quite positive. I don't really have a whole lot negative to say about the Halo games. But kind of going in the order they came out, we've got the classic Halo Combat Evolved, which of course that's the first installment that came out 25 years ago. Fantastic industry breaking as far as first person shooters go. It was the first to pioneer a lot of different kinds of technology that first person shooters used, so on and so forth. Overall great game, loved it, don't have anything bad to say about it. We move on to Halo 2. Halo 2 really did a lot to expand the world that Halo Combat Evolved set up. So you get a dual story with Master Chief and the Arbiter. Arbiter, of course, being voiced by Keith David, and is just fan-fucking-tastic. But you get a lot of backstory on the Covenant, the bad guys of the game, and so on and so forth. Once again, amazing game. Don't have anything bad to say about it. And then you have Halo 3. And I know this is going to be controversial for a lot of you, but Halo 3, in my opinion, is number one. It is the best Halo game to ever come out. And it probably will stay there until something, I don't know, blows my mind or whatever. I could have been a lot more graphic with that. I decided not to. But Halo 3 is just fantastic. It closes up the story that the first two games set up in an amazing and beautiful way and gives us a beautiful send-off for that particular storyline. Then we have Halo 3 ODST, the game set during Halo 2 but was developed in Halo 3's engine. Halo 3 ODST is kind of Halo's, like Bungie's love letter to Firefly, if you ask me. It features a lot of the same cast. You've got Nathan Fillion, Alan Tudyk, and oh hell, I always forget his name. Is it Adam? I think it's Adam Baldwin.
Alec?
No, Adam. Adam Baldwin. Adam. Yeah. I want to say it's Adam Baldwin. Let me make sure I'm right on that one. Yes, it is Adam Baldwin. But yeah, so it features three of the main actors from Firefly, and they are pretty much playing the Halo versions of their characters. But what I really like about Halo 3 ODST is it's a story about just three, like, not non-Spartans, so non-genetically enhanced people, just three regular, more or less, grunts that are in the thick of it. And that's one aspect that I really love about ODST's story. Then you have Halo Reach, which came out a few years later and would be Bungie's last installment for the Halo franchise before 343 took over. Halo Reach is a lot of people's favorite, and I can see why it is. Personally, it's like a number 2 or a number 3 for me, and I know that's gonna that's gonna piss some people off. I don't care.
Fuck it.
But Halo Reach really tells the heartbreaking story of what happened right before Combat Evolved, the story leading up to it, how we got to Combat Evolved in universe, of course. Really there's a lot of things that really tug at your heartstrings, and so on and so forth. But then you have 343's first foray into the Halo franchise after Bungie left. You have Halo 4. Halo 4, while I admit is not quite as good as some of the other Halo games, I still enjoyed the hell out of it. I love Halo 4. Incorporated a lot of elements from Reach that got carried over, and as far as the story goes, I just enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good way to start things off for 343. Next one we have, of course, is, and my opinion on this one's going to be very controversial, but we have Halo 5 Guardians. Halo 5 is kind of regarded as one of the worst Halo games that there is. However, in that aspect, I feel like it continues the story of Halo 4 in a perfect connotation, and I kind of wish we would have gotten more after Halo 5 happened. Because between Halo 5 and Halo Infinite, there's quite a big time jump where we don't really get a lot of what the hell's going on. You don't get a lot of setup for Halo Infinite's story. As far as the actual story goes, I enjoyed the hell out of it. I still love it to this day. And then we get to Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite's kind of a iffy one for me. I do enjoy it because it's Halo. However, I'm not a fan of the open world design. Which is weird because I love open world games, but I just don't feel like it works in this instance for Halo. The story behind it is still amazing, still great. I loved it. And as far as the multiplayers for all of these games go, they are all fantastic. If not a little bit difficulty imbalanced, I think would be the word for it, on some of them. Halo Infinite's multiplayer gets a little bit more balanced, but the other 5 installments, not quite so much, but that's okay. And I think that's pretty much all I've got for the Halo quick review, as far as that goes. One more thing I did forget to put on my topic dump while I'm thinking about it, because it's Halo adjacent, and is Helldivers news, because I feel like we haven't talked about Helldivers hardly at all. New update, we are getting tanks in Helldivers, stripable freaking tanks, and we are finally marching on the automaton's home of Cyberstan. So things are getting moving, and we're really pushing things along.
You know what? There is one thing. I saw it last night after I'd submitted my thing that I forgot to add, and I'm glad we're bringing up gaming because it made me remember. There's this online game, I believe it's just for PC, called DayZ. It's been going on a while. It's a long. This game's been going so long that George Carlin was alive to talk about this game. I saw last night. This is really cool. On the game DayZ, if you know someone who plays this game and they pass away, if you submit a death certificate to the developers of the game, you can choose a place within the game to set up a cross for this player, and it's there until the game just stops. There are hundreds of crosses, thousands of crosses in this game. I did the deep dive on this last night. I think it's honest to God one of the coolest fucking things in the world. Across every server that this game has, these crosses will appear, so that you can go and visit your friends' cross in game. It's a really cool thing that Daisy. I don't know much about the game other than it's a zombie-esque game. Um, but there's the unspoken rule: if you are at a cross, you are no longer allowed to be in the cross hairs. If you see a player at one of these crosses, you leave them the fuck alone until such time that they leave the cross. And this is how I found out about it last night. Was someone, looking through the scope, about to take out a player, then he realizes that he's at one of these crosses, and just has his character sit next to the cross there for a minute, and he's like, "Okay, nope, not doing it." He kind of shakes his head, um, and just continues to look through the scope to join this guy in solidarity of remembering a fallen friend that this other player had. Uh, and then he watches this player log off, and he's like, "Okay, now I'm going to get up and move to a different area." But the video, it struck with me so much because I've played a lot of games with a lot of friends, and some of these friends, they're not here anymore. And I wish to God that I could do something similar in some of the games that I have played with my friends, such as one of my friends, one of mine and Ben's friends, Demon. That was her name. Not her actual name, but that's what she went by. We lost her a few years ago during COVID. And me and Demon used to play DCU, DCUO, DC Universe Online together. And DC Universe Online has been there since about 2013. It is still going. They're still having updates to this game. But Demon's character no longer logs on, of course. And after inactivity of 5 years, they delete your character. And we're coming around 5 years this year since Demon passed away, and I know eventually that character and that character's base will fade and not be there anymore. And I wish that it wouldn't. In many ways, I wish that I could still go up to Demon's character's base in the game, even though I can't access it, because they added you can access friends' bases after she passed away, so we hadn't set that up yet. I still stand outside every now and then when I play that game and, remember her. And our other friend Spiffy that played that game with us, joins me in that every time we play the game. We take a stop by Demon's place and say hi and tell her what we've done in the game so far, what we're about to do, and show her all the new armor and styles that we have for the characters that she played with us as. And so to see a game that does this and leaves the crosses there forever really touches my heart, and it really tugs at a string that I'm just like, oh fuck, I wish Demon had played this game, and I wish I played this game so that I could do this, for Demon and have a place to go forever. Of course, now I also played Minecraft with Demon, and I have a Minecraft world that is still set up that I could go visit whenever, that I did in remembrance of Demon. But it's totally different when you play the game together, and this thing is there at the spot that your friend loves so much. So to the developers of DayZ, this honest to God, is the coolest thing ever. Thank you for that. As a gamer who has lost gaming friends, thank you for that. That is just fucking wildly cool. And I hope that more game developers add something like this into their game, because I cannot tell you how much this means to me, even though I don't have any money to put in this game, nor have I ever played this game. And in all honesty, when I do get a PC, I do intend on downloading this game to play it, to, just for that simple reason, to kind of to give it more, give it more revenue. So
DayZ is available across all three: Xbox, PlayStation, and PC.
I thought so.
Okay, cool.
However, it is not cross-platform. So, important note to keep in mind.
Oh well, I will still get it on PlayStation just to further give revenue to this game and to the developers, because honest to God, that's cool as shit. I love that. And for those of you that have played this game and have crosses in this game, trust and believe, when I do get this game, I intend to start leaving things at each cross that I come across. There was another, on my deep dive last night, there was this one dude. You can get beer cans in this game, cans of beer in this game. And this dude was going around and dropping off beer cans at every cross he came across in the game. And there were hundreds that he came across in his little playthrough on the video that I saw. And he was, like I said, he'd drop off a beer can at each one and drink. He would have one beer can he'd drop, and then he'd drink one there at the cross, and then he'd move on to the next one. And so, trust and believe, for those of you that have this on PlayStation, if I come across the cross on a PlayStation server, I will be doing this for your fallen friend. So there we go. Now, staying on gaming, Devil in Plague co-op horror game coming to Steam early access in April 2026.
Yeah, this one sounded really cool. It popped up on my Facebook today, actually, when I was making this. And I was like, because you play as a plague doctor, and it's like an ancient folklore type style where you play as a plague doctor with your friends, and you either live together or you die together, and that, like, as a team, as a whole. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. It sounded pretty interesting.
On that, there's another co-op game. I think I sent it to you guys, and I keep forgetting to add this on my fucking sheet. I've seen it for 2 weeks now, and I keep forgetting to add this. Burglin' Gnomes. I've seen some early access playing on this. This game looks wildly... It just looks wild. It looks erratic, it looks stupid, and it looks like it's going to give you the best fucking time of your life. It's set to come out on Steam later this year. They don't have a set date, I don't think, yet, because I keep trying to look it up. Because I've seen the early access people playing it. I've seen playthroughs of it, and I'm laughing my ass off at this stuff. So you come in as a gnome, you get like 4 people to play gnomes, and you come in, and there's this guy running around his house, and his whole mission is to either capture you or kill you as a gnome, and you're given a list of like 5 things you got to do to have a successful mission in this game. And those things are drastic between each and every playthrough. There's literally, they could be as easy as steal a toy of your choosing, break something of your choosing. There's kill a rat, kill a cockroach. There's God, there's so many things, but there's also like there's a knife or gun that you can get your hands on as the gnome. And the knife, every video I've seen with the knife cracks me the fuck knife, because it's so hard to control the arms from what I can tell. it's very hard to wield the knife, and it's very easy to kill yourself or kill your friends when you have the knife and or the gun in this game, and it's so fucking hilarious. It's very easy to pull your arms off. Now you can regenerate arms, you can regenerate your legs, but if you die, that's it. The cockroaches, if you get bit too many times by the cockroaches, you get put in a catatonic state, and your friends have to try to revive you. The rats will try to kill you, and then the man will pick you up. The human will pick you up, put you in the fridge, put you in the cupboard, put you in the oven. He puts you in several different places, or he'll just kill you. It is the most hilarious thing I've seen, and I cannot wait for it to drop because I'm going to get a PC, and then I'm going to get Ben, I'm going to get you a PC, and then the three of us, we're going to fucking play this game, swear to God. Because, the amount of dumb fuckery that you can get into on this game that I've seen so far is so great. Look it up. Burglin' Gnomes is the name of the game, and it is hysterical. I cannot wait to play this game.
I've already added the demo.
Let's get into the films. Controversial amongst the cast of Nerdstown, Iron Lung. Not controversial because we have different takes on it, but controversial because I was the one that put it on my list, and I haven't seen it. Ben has. I will say, when it comes to Iron Lung, the reason I put on my list it is a smashing success is I have looked at several film reviewers that I follow on TikTok. One of them, his name is Alex. I trust him entirely. He does film reviews. He also does interviews with people, with celebrities and things like that. I have trusted him as a film critic for a while for all sorts of films. I trust him about as much as I trust Ben with film reviews. But I saw also Markiplier himself doing up the numbers on Iron Lung. The numbers alone have shown that this is a phenomenal success, which is really great. It was you've heard us in the past few episodes talk about Iron Lung and how much we were, debating how good it would be based on everything else. Ben, you saw this movie. Your thoughts on it, please.
So I think that the people that are on the fence about it don't really have the backing and the knowledge behind the game to make an opinion about it. And I'm not saying that you're not entitled to your opinion. It is generally looking at it, taking the game out. It is generally a slow movie. However, it is supposed to be a slow movie. It is eldritch horror. It is meant to make you feel claustrophobic, closed in on, trapped even. It is supposed to make you feel like that. And it did that. It absolutely does. It does do that. However, as a general enjoyment, I do see how people are getting bored at the start. It is kind of a boring movie, but when you think about it, you're kind of putting yourself in his shoes.
Right.
You're literally in a coffin in the middle of a sea of blood, basically. Is what this entire fucking thing is about. Of course you're going to be bored.
Right.
Of course you're going to be bored. So you're supposed to feel the things that he's feeling in these moments. And I think that they kind of nailed that. I'm going to post a review on this. So I'm not going to give
you're not going to go fully in depth here. Yeah.
Right. But I would probably it's a mid-tier it's a mid to upper tier movie for me.
Right.
Like it was better than House on Eden.
Yeah.
Which was another YouTuber movie that I had high hopes for, and it didn't nail as to me as much as Iron Lung did. Markiplier as an actor, I was worried about taking him seriously a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But I forgot it was him in most scenarios. So Other than his voice, I mean, it's Markiplier.
Right.
He sounds like Markiplier, but like yeah, I'll get to that in a second. My favorite comment about this movie, though, is the fact that everybody it's a trend now because all of a sudden Markiplier like is half naked, and he like everybody's like calling his fucking pets his Marky Milkers, and I am dying at that. His Marky Milkers is great. Y'all are hilarious for that.
Yeah.
But honestly, a solid mid to upper tier movie for me, especially given what he put into it. Given that he is, yes, he's a big YouTuber, but he's still a YouTuber. He's not a director. He's not, I mean, he is dabbling in it. He is getting there. But he's got, this is his start. This is his beginning. And if this is his beginning, then it's a solid beginning, dude. Like,
Yeah.
pretty solid.
When I was watching Alex's take on it, because I saw Markiplier's video first, talking about the statistics that he had seen. He released it only in 100 theaters across the nation, 100 or 200 theaters across the nation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he said the amount of money that he's getting in from the theaters, the amount of people that are going to see this movie in theaters, and then the reviews that he's getting afterwards, the movie did very well. Alex broke it down. The film review guy I have on TikTok, Alex, broke it down into the statistics of people going to see the movie. You have about 70% of people going to see this movie are either Markiplier fans or people trying to prove that YouTubers should not make movies. That is the majority of the people going to see this movie. The last 30% are people that are either Markiplier fans and know the game, or they just know the game, and so they go to watch this movie. The reason a lot of people have these negative reviews on the movie is because the movie doesn't set up to give you the background of Iron Lung, what's going on, how we got here, this, that, and everything else. So they don't necessarily understand it. But those that have played the game, those that know the game, know the story and the why, are giving really great reviews. I've seen nothing but good. And your take on it as well, talking like he makes you feel bored. He makes you feel claustrophobic. He does this and everything else. That is, if he makes you feel that way, and that's what the game goes for, that's how the game feels, that's a great movie that in and of itself, right there.
I saw an edit today that honestly kind of perfectly explains it. It was to the Rat in a Cage song. I can't remember what it's fucking called. But Rat in a Cage song. It's perfect. He's literally a rat in a cage. Think about it like that.
Yeah.
Right. He's meant to be there for a reason. He was chosen to be there. There is a reason he is there. It definitely did great for you people that did understand the game, or bare minimum watched Markiplier play the game. And because I've never played the game, but I have watched him play it. So whenever they said Iron Lung, I was like, that's that fucking submarine game. Submarine looking game.
As soon as the movie was announced, I went and I watched Markiplier's videos on Iron Lung. So I was like, all right, I got to see what this is about.
Yeah, no, and it was a great game. I kind of hope, because he said that he literally said this is just the beginning for him, which, by the way, this movie beat out Melania's biofilm. It beat out Sam Raimi's newest horror film.
No shit.
Which I'm going to talk about tonight, too, which was also great.
Yeah.
But besides the point, it beat out both of those movies. Both of them. As far as money goes. What else? Oh, but as far as like he says that this is his first project, and as far as games that he has played, that obviously like he's known for Five Nights, but like there's one I always fucking forget the name of it though. It is very film style and it follows you're someone going to an inn and you have to get between room to room and the innkeeper is like chasing you. I hope he adapts that shit into a film. Because it is, I'll have to find what the fucking name of the game is and I'll talk about that next week. But it is so cool and so beautifully done. Everything that you have to do in between being followed and the plot storyline of it in general is pretty great. So I don't know. That's one that I hope that he turns in, but I will look for that and let y'all know next week.
Yeah,
because he's doing great in at least bare minimum capturing the games.
Right.
He might not give you the intro to it, but he's capturing the game.
Right, and and as someone who has played these games for so long, built his entire following, community, and everything on playing these games, I would expect him to, be able to do this very well. And like I said, only releasing in about 100 to 200 theaters across the nation and drawing in this amount of money on bigger budget films that were released in larger numbers across the nation. It's phenomenal. I mean, I've seen, I've seen these theaters talking about an uproar and people coming to them, people coming from different cities and different states even, to be able to watch this movie, to be able to watch Iron Lung. And again, whether you're there as someone who has watched the game or you're there as a Markiplier fan, supporting this and boosting it is just going to help anyways. Because again, Markiplier is one of those, I believe he's always wanted to be in Hollywood, wanted to break into Hollywood, and has never been able to do so. And this is him doing it. And this gives me a lot of hope for some of the things that the three of us have talked about, where we want to do this ourselves. This gives me a lot of hope that we can, if we do it right, and we make something actually worth watching, that we can do it ourselves. And so, I'm really happy for Markiplier in that respect that, hey, you did it. Congratulations. And like I said, the amount that of good things that have come from this, whether it's, the views, the ratings, well deserved. So
I mean, the dude went from filming in his closet basically with soundproofing and his nerdy little glasses to women simping after him and huge successes in box offices. That's insane.
Right.
At this point, he's about the only one that you've heard of doing that. Now, I'm curious if Jacksepticeye can do the same thing this year, because he's put his movie this year too. Yeah, no, I am too, because this one's it's another horror, so maybe just stick to the horror genre. Y'all can pop off.
Right, and you know what? And of all the big stars, social media stars that have had platforms and everything, Jacksepticeye and Markiplier are among the biggest that have lasted for so long with little to no controversy around them. And I mean, if you think about the original group that was Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, you added PewDiePie, who, he had his damning moments. You have, to say the least, you had people like Jenna Marbles, who had some damning moments herself. You had guys like Fred with the backwards R. And I know there's a younger audience here that might be listening to us or watching us going, who the hell are those people? Exactly. exactly my point. You
Dude,
know
it's
Jacksepticeye,
so
you know
fucking funny
Markiplier.
that you bring up Fred though, because we were just doing our nightly routine and watching our YouTube the other day, and she just throws on a random video, and I'm just sitting here, and it's this dude. He's going around Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, so we saw he's going around trying like Facebook Marketplace food, right? And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, yeah, we watch videos like this all the time. And I'm looking at this man, and I'm like, this man looked familiar. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? And I'm like, is that
Yeah.
fucking Fred? And she
Yeah.
goes, yeah, it is. We're like,
And like,
I was like, holy shit, I haven't seen him in fucking years.
right. And like Fred was the first one actually to get. Fred was the first YouTuber, social media star to get his own movie. The Fred
Mhm.
movie that appeared on Nickelodeon. And as a kid, that was fun. It was a cool movie because I was in the I love Fred era. Don't watch that movie now. Don't do it now. It sucks. It's trash. There's nothing to it. It is mindless, senseless bullshit. And then they threw on Nickelodeon just to help Fred out. You know, but you have social media stars that, like, even now, some of the newer social media stars that have, had their own controversies as they get big. There's people like Call Me Chris, who when her film dropped, a lot of her viewership dropped. A lot of people backed away from that one. Not a lot of these social media stars get to last as long as Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. So to see them further to build and then to see Markiplier do so well in this, I have high hopes for Jacksepticeye because I love these two guys. I have been around since the closet days for both of them. I have been there since the Goat Simulator, the first one. you know,
Happy Wheels. Don't forget Happy Wheels.
oh my god, and the Happy Wheels. Go fucking Christ. Those were some of my first Jacksepticeye videos, and I cannot tell you how much fun and time I've wasted watching those. But so, like I said, I have very high hope for Jacksepticeye as well. But we'll see.
Yeah, after this success, I would dub this a success for sure. As far as box office goes, and as far as like how I feel about the movie, I would dub this a success. And I was gonna go based off of Markiplier. If Markiplier felt like a success, I feel like Jacksepticeye will probably follow in suit.
Right. Because these two are still friends. Their whole group, their original group has since faded. Like I said, the whole point of that argument was their whole group has since faded. These two are the last two standing, and they don't do as many collaborations together now as they used to. But
that's just because they're doing like their own things. Like, I'm gonna be real.
Yeah,
they both are not at making as much content in general. Like, they're more just working on projects at this point.
Right.
So their content in general has just gone down. Not like not in like quality, just in abundance.
Right.
However, did you hear that Markiplier slept with the director's wife?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to get that one in there. I had to.
Stop your fucking joke. Stop your joke. That's almost like the joke that I took from from somebody recently. I saw this joke on TikTok. I was like, this joke is too funny to go unnoticed because I've been in the comments on this video and nobody's talking about this joke. And I was like, oh, that's joke's top tier. And the joke goes, do you want to hear a stupid joke or a poem? And the guy retorts back, poem? Yeah, it's like a short story, but it rhymes. And that's the stupid joke.
That's classic Leslie Nielsen humor.
Right. You can't be serious. I am, and don't call me Shirley. But no, like again, I'm thrilled with this. It gives me total hope for us, for our projects moving forward, wherever they may be. If we do end up writing and producing shows, even acting in them, films, whatever it is, here with these podcasts that we have, the blogs, the YouTube pages that we're all trying to build ourselves, and everything else, the books that you and my wife and my wife's co-author are all writing. Markiplier has given me a lot of hope with the success that came from Iron Lung, and I hope to see it build more. And with Markiplier saying this is just the start, I am so thrilled on what he comes out with next. And yeah, with this, House of the Dead game is getting a film. Isabella Merced?
Merced.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, so the House of the Dead games. So I'm pretty sure these are the games that you the arcade games, right? The ones that you find in shooter arcade, where it's just the zombie games.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm pretty sure that's what we're talking about.
Okay.
So I guess Isabella Merced is just collecting zombie things at this point because she was Dina in The Last of Us. So I guess she's getting typecasted as zombie actor after Dora the Explorer.
Dora. Dora.
Yeah, basically the same thing, you know.
Zombie no biting. Zombie no biting. Zombie no
There
biting.
it is. I was waiting for it.
Raider no swipey. Raider no swipey. Raider no swipey.
Can you tell me how to get out of these fuck ass zombies? Excellent.
I would pay real money to see a Dora zombie movie.
On the map, on the map, on the map, on the map.
Or
just slowly crumples it, throws it over her shoulder.
Okay, maybe we should compare at this point. I feel like we should compare the similarities between Dora the Explorer and the fucking zombie apocalypse survivor. Dora the hot take: Dora the Explorer is just a zombie apocalypse survivor.
Oh my god!
You heard it here. Nerdy news. She was just prepping. She's just a doomsday prepper, y'all. She's in the know.
I mean, look, it fits because look at Backpack's inventory. Backpack's got unlimited inventory slots, so it kind of fits. Just saying.
And that cousin of hers, Diego, ain't no better.
No, literally.
And I'm gonna live off and watch this.
I'm sorry. I told you
I'm one with the jungle. The jungle's one with me.
This is what we're working with right now. Yeah, your wife was her gabbers were flastered.
That looks good. Looks good.
It's a move.
It's a choice. It's a choice.
Can you say zombie? Great.
Can you say yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker?
Good job.
3 weeks later, they got boots.
They've had boots.
All right. So Dracula, though, I've been waiting to get to this because we talked a little bit about it, but I want the full into it Dracula.
So, okay, we're not getting if you're looking for your retelling of the book, this is not what you're going to be looking for. It's giving you the story of more Prince Vlad, honestly. If we're going more into, we're getting real Vladimir. We're getting Vlad the Impaler, basically.
Yeah.
Which is great. I love that. We get a whole reincarnation plot, which I love that. That adds a why that we don't really get in the Dracula book. People are all kind of on the fence about it because they do kind of make Dracula redeeming. And in the book, he is more of a predatory person, just kind of gross. I don't know. I don't know. To me personally, Dracula is not supposed to be a predator, as more of like a dog. You know, he is a dog. Like, he is running around with the ladies. He doesn't care, but they come to him.
I'm like a dog chasing cars. I caught them. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I just do.
So yeah, no, like they come to him. It's not, to me, Dracula's not very predatory because they come to him. However, they do add the kind of why they come to him in this, and it's because he has this like special perfume that he's concocted over like centuries. He's traveled the world in order to lure his wife, who he believes is going to be reincarnated, to him. So he goes and hunts all these flowers. In my viewpoint, it's not to lure people in, it's to lure her in. It's to draw her to him. It's to find her again.
And my take on it is, let's talk about how old Dracula is. He's over, 1,500 years old. You gonna learn in 1,500 years what women like.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna learn. In 1,500 years, you're gonna learn a baseline of what women go for. And you gonna fucking, if you're trying to find the one again, for the umpteenth time, if you're trying to find the one again, you gonna do what it takes to get her to be like, oh, it is you. I want to suck your blood and your tits.
But he doesn't. He does. So he uses the perfume on basically everybody but her. So but the perfume like makes these bitches dance. Like they be like full on like Thriller running behind him, and he's just like walking them like fucking dogs, dude. It's great. It is honestly iconic. He's literally like touching this perfume to his neck and dancing with all these people and just like watching them fawn over him. It's great. Honestly, I told you about this scene the other day. It's not really gonna spoil anything. If you're a religious person, probably not the movie for you.
Well, Ben brought up the Thriller thing, and all I can think of is freaking Dracula just going around going,
Kinda. Not
and that image was just on repeat in my noggin.
They are literally walking after him like this. Like it is like a whole flash mob scene of like centuries of people that he's used this perfume on, and it's great.
It's a Thriller
lady with the high heels on.
But and then yeah, so if you are a religious person, probably not the movie for you. Because he literally says at the start of the movie, and y'all didn't listen, he said, if they take my wife, they better take me too. And y'all called him on his bluff. And he showed y'all. So he goes to this priest after he says that, after he basically marks his words, and he says, all right, but I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. And he's like, okay, then give him a message. And he breaks a cross in half and like drives it into this fucking priest's chest. And he throws his arms out in like cross formation in his head. It's great. It is great. It's fan-fucking-tastic. It's so... screw me for loving the like religious... It healed my religious trauma, okay? It was great watching him kind of mock it, but like...
And what's
that's
this?
kind of his
No little Timmy
damnation,
glued
you
to your
know?
crotch. Progress!
Hey, atheist, explain this.
But he really sells this shit. So I don't know. I mean, that's obviously Dracula's fall. He kind of denounces the religion, therefore he becomes the monster. And it's kind of God kind of mocking him. That's kind of the point of the whole thing, in a way. People are kind of mad that Jonathan Harker and Mina's relationship isn't as like prolific, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of liked it. Sorry. Kind of liked it. Kind of liked that it was more about Dracula and her rather than her getting back to Jonathan. Because it was truly... Because she talks about how Jonathan is basically a suitor in this one. And that kind of makes most sense for the time period. I don't know. In my head. So, like, obviously the safe choice is Jonathan. But I don't know. I liked it. It wasn't Jonathan in this one. Or she didn't necessarily choose Jonathan. It was more about her and Drax's story. He doesn't use that perfume on her. I don't care what y'all say. But
I will ask.
he nailed it, dude. And on that note, bring back Guy Liner, because that motherfucker nails it. Bring back Guy Liner. Y'all want to paint y'all's nails? Bring back Guy Liner.
I will ask. I know you're probably going to put this more into your blog, so I don't want to ruin your blog post with this. So give me your just base answer. How does this compare to Frankenstein for you? How does this line up with Frankenstein for you?
It is still a great movie, but it is not Frankenstein level. It is a great movie, a great gothic film. It is beautifully done. Everything for me was stunning. But as far as that feeling that I need to show this to people, I didn't get that as much as I did with Frankenstein. And I think that's where I'm at. I'm like, with Frankenstein, I was like, you got to watch this.
Yeah.
You got to watch
You held a gun to my head. I know.
Because it's a beautiful movie. And Dracula is a beautiful movie. And I do recommend that everybody watches it because it is beautiful, especially if you are into gothic horror and you do love that gothic yearning kind of style of love that is depicted in this. It is very heavily throughout, which people have problems with. I loved it. I thought it was a cool take. And I also just don't agree with people saying that you gotta go off of the original fan base. The original fan base is not alive.
Yeah.
They're dead. Along with the author. So, No, literally, that just what he did, just like that. They did his shit, bro. They got
They dead
plague
like
death.
Matt
They probably
Arnold.
died of the plague, bro. Like, they probably really died of the plague. Let's be real.
But the reason I asked for a comparison with it and Frankenstein was because of the gothic tones of both of those movies. I don't, the only reason I would ask for a comparison with Sinners is because they're both vampires, but they're two different levels of vampires. They're two different genres of vampires, in all honesty. So I ask more along the lines of they're both gothic movies. So, but I will go ahead and read the blog post, of course, when you do that for that full answer. Next up, though, we got Send Help. No, seriously, send help. I'm in dire need. Send help in the form of money for the anti-robbing you fund.
Please send help. My address is 123 help.
But no, Send Help, the film. What do we got on that, man?
Okay, so Send Help is the Sam Raimi horror film that was up against Iron Lung this week. It was great. I love Sam Raimi though. Like, Sam Raimi can do no wrong in my book. He's pretty fucking great. But it follows basically a pretty kind of invisible woman, I would say, like meant to be an invisible style type woman. What is happening right now?
We're doing the stupid dance from Spider-Man 3.
The finger guns. We're listening. I promise to God, we're listening.
But Send Help it follows a woman that I would say is more kind of invisible, kind of in the background. The CEO of her company passes, and it gets handed down to the son. She's promised I think like a VP position, and she does not get that position. Oh yeah, I think it might be his grandson actually that gets the company. They go on some sort of business trip, and she's trying to get ahead in this job, and this plane crashes. So everybody else dies basically on this, and she has to help this man who is a complete fucking prick throughout this entire thing. Off this island, things kind of go, or on the island, things kind of go kind of awry. Things kind of twist up. Things it's very wishy-washy on who you want to live and die. We'll put it that way. It's a very back and forth, almost Mr. and Mrs. Smith, would you say?
Yeah.
Kind of back and forth, that kind of style.
Okay.
Where it's just like them like doing the worst shit ever to each other, back and forth. So it's a really cool vibe, honestly, and the twist is pretty good. The ending, I think could have been better, but I don't know. I genuinely liked it. I would also say that was a mid to high tier for me. So around where Iron Lung was is where I would put it. I do think that it was enjoyable. It had me glued, so I would recommend watching it. Everybody has raved about it from what I can see, but it's Sam Raimi, so. But more on that eventually, I promise. Keep out for the blog. Happy Ghost Reviews.
This next one, I've been dying to hear about this for a little bit because I read it and I'm like, okay, I haven't heard any of this, but I'm very interested in it. Legal battle over who owns the Ghostface mask and AI in their marketing campaign. Are we still excited about the movie and death predictions?
Okay, so the Ghostface mask was created by a designer, a costume designer, or some sort of effects designer. That was taken to some sort of expo where Fun World then took the mask, gave it more of the peanut-shaped eyes we see now, and that mask is what we have been using, right? Well,
Right.
now the original designer has come out and is like, well, that's my mask, and is really trying to fucking throw a kink into literally everything. But like, bro, at this point, we're 7 movies in.
Seven
We're
movies in almost 30 years. Or actually 30
Yeah,
years this year.
this is decades. Like, you had so much time to step out and say, "That's my artwork." There has been several different. What about Scary Movie? Are you going to go after them? Because there's about to be another Scary Movie. I'm sure with the new one coming out, that one might be featured. Who knows? Who knows? But
Right.
like,
Let's look at the two, actually, because I have. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the ghost face mask. And along with it, the Scary Movie mask. Okay? Like, come on!
but so that's basically it. It's the original. From what I can tell, it is the original creator of the design of that mask getting pissy and wanting his dues now, 30 years later. And it's just kind of convenient time that movie's coming out this year. And it may or may not shake that up. Who knows? But as far as that goes, that's kind of all that's going to that. Honestly, I think the statute, the statute of limitations probably run out at that point. So they're probably golden. This will probably never go through any sort of legislation. Like,
My thing
crime.
is, and I think what a jury, if it's going to go to trial, I think what a jury should focus on is when original designer created the mask, did you submit it for copyright?
And they didn't.
And so at that point in time, it's going to be thrown out. At that point in time, it'll never see trial, actually, because at that point in time, all anybody has to do is make the case, did you submit copyright? And if he says no, and then it's proven no, boom, it's out. If he says yes and it's proven no, it's out. And I don't think it'll see trial. I think this isn't going to do anything.
Nah,
except
I don't think
maybe delay a little bit on the movie, just for the simple fact.
Honestly, they'll probably just pay him off if anything. Honestly, it'll probably just take your money and go. Honestly, he probably just wants a piece of the fucking next film. I'm gonna be for fucking real.
Yeah.
But
now,
it is
AI
what it is. I don't think it's gonna be anything serious. But the AI marketing, yes, apparently they used some sort of AI in their marketing thing, in their artwork, I guess. I don't know. Something to do with that. I personally don't fucking care in regards to that. I guess I do, but I don't. Because, like, most of it's not like it's animation. It's like you could just be doing the, like, filler work. Clearly, you probably used photographs of the actual actors, and everything in the background might be AI. I don't know. But yeah, what is AI? I don't know. But if the film is AI, I have a problem with that. But
Absolutely.
I don't know if it's going to be. I'm sure. I'm still excited to see. I'm going off. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
And we'll see if it's heavily AI'd after that. That's where I'm at with it.
I'm still excited to see it right now because I haven't heard anything about AI in it yet. Like I said, if it is just an
that
AI
was
back,
just upon my research today.
Yeah,
So.
if it's AI for a background, I don't give a shit. Honestly, like, yes,
Right.
I hate AI. You've heard me denounce AI thousands of times. The only thing I think AI has any bid in is maybe the medical field to help, because it's done help with cancer research. Okay, that I'll give AI. Right, that's where it belongs. Maybe, I think it belongs in research fields to catch things that humans aren't catching. Maybe, but if it's an AI background, I don't give a shit. I really don't. Now, if it's an AI movie, yes, at that point in time, fuck Scream 7 and fuck any Scream project going forward for the simple fact of fuck AI in writing movies or doing effects for movies, whatever. But until I find that out, I'm excited for the movie. We're getting Sydney back. That's where I'm at. Sydney is such
Okay,
an
that brings
integral
me
part of
to that.
yeah.
That brings me to death predictions. I think Sydney's gonna die.
I can see that. I can because they've
And I
made it
think
very apparent in
Tatum.
the last two that they want to step away from Sydney, but the fans aren't ready to let go. And so I think the whole reason to bring her back and to bring back a lot of the castings from previous movies is to end Sydney's story here. But also, if we're killing Sydney, can we kill Courtney Cox too?
Yeah, I think if Sydney dies, Courtney. I don't know. I think that there might need to be somebody that does know the original that does, because at this point we don't have. Yeah, somebody needs to stick around for Tatum.
No.
So I feel like at this point, if you are, and it better not be fucking Joel McHale. I'd rather it be Courtney Cox than Joel McHale. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
kill that bastard. Sorry.
But yeah, I'm with you 100%. I mean, I see it being Sydney too. I really do because, like, again, they've made it very apparent in 5 and 6 that they don't want anything with Sydney, because they want their own stories now. They've got their own cast that they're trying to go forward with. Now, again, the Jenna Ortega and the other leading female have stepped away from Scream, or Scream has stepped
And
away
I'm
from them.
kind of okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
but
okay with it. If Tatum is gonna be our new final girl, I'm okay with Jenna
yeah,
Ortega stepping down. Because it just feels like it fits more. It's
yeah,
so Ghostface is supposed to be personal. There's something
yeah.
personal about it every single time.
If we weren't gonna make Sam Ghostface, it's not personal.
Yeah, and if we weren't gonna make Sam Ghostface, it's not personal.
Right.
Um, but yeah, that's all I got on that. As far as like, I was just gonna say is I think Sydney's gonna die with Matthew Lillard coming back, with her daughter being introduced. I think might be the end of the line, because
Yeah.
I think Nev Campbell is pretty Nev. I'm not sure how to say it. Everybody says it different, but I think she's been done with these
Yeah.
movies. So
Yeah.
she's very
Um,
sweet about it, but I think she's been done with these
yeah.
movies.
So like I said, I won't be upset if Sydney dies, to be honest. Because like I said, I'm already been in the seat of I see it coming. So I won't be as upset if it happens.
Bring back my girl Kirby.
Right. But if you kill Sydney's daughter, I'm gonna be pissed. Just
So
saying.
for real. Yeah, don't do that. I would honestly rather Sydney die than
Yeah.
Sydney have to watch another person
Yeah.
kill Tatum. I think that would I would hate I would hate this franchise.
Yeah. Like at that point,
I would be screaming, "Stop making movies!"
right. Like at that point, like, okay, Scream 8, the beginning of the film is Sydney jumping off a fucking bridge, like, for fuck's sake.
No, fucking
like,
for real.
uh,
Sydney Prescott, Ghostface couldn't take her out, but the bridge could.
fucking scary movie cuts to fucking Ghostface reading that on a newspaper. Fucker. Last up though, before we get to our game that we're doing in a very strange way this time, new A24 movie Undertone to come out March 13th about a paranormal skeptic and her Believe co-host making a podcast.
Yeah, or Believer. Sorry, I probably mistyped that. Believer. So it's basically like, have y'all watched the BuzzFeed like paranormal? Shane
Yeah.
and I can't remember the other dude's name. Shane and something, but it is a dude that is a complete skeptical about um the paranormal, and then his friend that actually believes it. So it kind of it mirrors that. It's just a two friends on a podcast, kind of like what we're doing right now, where one of them is
Yeah.
in another place, and then she's there, and they get a mass of tapes to listen to on their podcast, and she's a skeptic, and he's trying to like make her believe in the paranormal. So that one looks, and it's an auditory horror film. So they're really marketing it on it. It's the scariest movie you'll ever hear is what they're marketing on. So it is a
Okay.
movie completely on like the feelings that sounds give you in horror movies, and I've done a whole study about this. When you take sound out of horror movies, they're not scary anymore.
No,
When you
no,
just
they're not.
watch the graphics, it's not as scary. But you add in the effects, you add in all of that, it is scary. I literally did it in my psych class. It was great.
I mean, and you can literally do that with any movie. You can do
Right.
that with any movie. Sound is what makes everything work. You take a scary movie and you give it the score of, let's say, Star Wars, and it becomes an uplifting tale about somebody that survived a killer. Okay, it's not a scary movie anymore. It's a survival story. Vice versa. You take Superman with David Cornsweet, the new Superman movie, and you give it the score of a scary movie, and it is a terrifying movie at that point in time.
Right.
So sound makes everything work in films, in shows, whatever it
Or
is.
lack thereof of
Right.
sound also, because it's on the same like other side of the hand.
Right.
A quiet place toyed with the lack of sound, and how, like, because that was also something I talked about in this, like when I studied this, is the lack of sound also provided effect for these horror movies. And I think it'll be fun to see the both sides of that coin, between A Quiet Place and watching the lack of sound be completely terrifying. And then watching
Right.
this, where they're gonna really toy with. Did I hear that correctly? Is that there? Is that, huh?
That's why Insidious was so scary for the time.
Yeah, that's why Insidious was so scary for the time, because it's another one that's pretty auditory, that you focus on more, because it's a pretty dark film. Like you're in certain parts you're in a completely black. You've seen Stranger Things, or enough of Stranger Things at this point. You know when Elle goes into her mindscape and she's in that completely black room. That's what the Insidious movies are like in some aspects. So they really rely on the sound in that area, because you're not getting a lot of like true graphic at that point. You're focused on what's going on in the background and what sounds are being played off. So I don't know. It'll be pretty interesting, especially running a podcast with you guys. I think that'll probably be a pretty cool one to watch this year. What are we at? Are we done? Are we done? So
We are at the game. We're at the game. So now is where M is going to send us. M is going to send each of us 2 names of the other 2 podcast hosts and who they are. Each podcast host must guess who they are based off of clues given to them, or answers from questions given to them by the other 2 podcast hosts. It's basically the headband game, but we can't wear the headbands because we're all in different places. So, M, shoot those over. Who goes first?
So what to say? You're gonna
No, I was
place all cheese.
I was literally.
Okay.
Yeah, who's going first?
Who's going first?
Because I need that.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, let's try it again.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Okay.
The mathematical oddity that is.
I have to pick one between 1 and 15. Go.
18.
12.
15. You said it. You said 15.
1 and 15.
Okay, my bad. 8.
12.
Okay.
6.
Okay. John's the closest. It was 13.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'll go first.
okay, so I'm gonna send Ben and Chris somebody from John's list.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start with this.
Okay. Let me pull it. I assume you're going peanut gallery for.
Yeah, actually, that's perfect.
Okay, yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
I was gonna send it individually. Smart.
Oh, that is perfect choice.
Yeah.
This motherfucker right here. Okay, I gotta know. M, did you choose this one or did Hannah choose this one? Oh, you did. Hell yeah! All right, awesome. Okay, John, ask away. Ask away.
I guess you should ask. Am I male, female? You know what? But
You are male.
Male. Yeah.
okay. Now, what kind of celebrity am I? Am I like actor, sports person, whatever?
You're an actor.
Okay.
Actor.
Yeah.
Have I been in anything recently?
Let me check that real quick. Hold on.
Yeah. I was gonna say, can you Google? Because you won't lag out as bad as I will.
Yeah, let me. It's just how quickly the tablet's willing to work right now.
No, that's fair. I can speed do it if I need to.
Not recently. Your last credit is about 9 years ago.
About 9 years ago, so that would have been okay.
2017.
Yeah. All right. What I was about to say, genre I'm known for.
Yes.
Yes.
What is that genre?
Games. You're known for video
Yeah,
games.
games.
Video
Yeah.
games.
And I'm sorry. Your actual last credit is 2021. Forgive me. I'm sorry. The IMDb lied to me a second ago.
Okay.
Your last credit is in 2021.
So video games with the last IMDb credit coming out 2021. Okay. So I take it I'm a voice actor. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there?
I haven't realized he did a lot of these.
Is there like one specific voice role that I'm known for?
Oh
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Okay. Quick side question: Have have John, have I played this game?
Yes.
I would go as far as to say it is one of yours, John's, favorite games.
Yeah.
He's so confused right now.
I am confused. Because I do say that about a lot of games. But if you if you guys would say it's one of my favorite. But the last credit was in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what I grabbed. It was the tea.
Fuck.
I haven't admitted yet. It's not okay.
I feel like I should be able to get it from just those goddamn clues, but
You should. You absolutely
I'm
should.
like drawing a fucking blank.
I'm pretty here. I'll give you a little nudge too.
Nudge in the right
I'm pretty
direction.
sure everybody on this podcast or anybody that has ever listened or helped with this podcast would also say that this is probably one of your favorite games.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a Star Trek thing, but
It's not. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Here, let me give you another nudge. You're not just known for a game, you're known for a game franchise. And the first one was in 2001. The most recent was in
is
2021.
it Steve Downs?
Yes.
The fucking voice actor, goddamn Master Chief?
Yeah.
Because I've been talking about Halo nonstop for like the last 3 weeks.
Yes.
As soon as he said the first one came out in 2001, I'm like, God damn it, that was a point I brought up earlier. He really hasn't done anything since 2001?
Since 2021, Halo
funny
Infinite.
that he's gonna be talking about Halo today.
Right.
I really want to give him a Halo character for this game.
I'll be damned.
All right, next up, we're going to go for Ben. I'm going to make a chat for me and John real quick on Snapchat, so you only have to text it once. Give me a second to do that. Please go faster, tablet.
Son of a bitch. Huh.
Motherfucker. Wrong goddamn button.
That's some wacky ass shit, but fuck, alright.
All right, there you go, Em. The chat has been created. Let me text it real quick. There you go. Oh, this is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is so perfect. All right. Ben, ask away.
Male or female variety?
Male variety.
Mm-hmm.
Male variety. Am I what field am I in? Am I an actor, musician?
I mean,
mostly. What am I? What
mostly
field?
acting.
Mostly
acting.
Mostly acting. Am I of the horror variety?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would say you're not necessarily you're known in the horror realm, but you're not known just for horror. You have a wide variety.
Okay. Am I Is this somebody that I idolize?
Oh, absolutely.
Am I Matthew Lillard?
You are.
How the fuck did he do that?
That's bid. You can't pull one over his fucking head.
Right. No, fair enough.
Go.
But I was just like.
Mostly
Fuck
because
you.
Matthew Lillard and somebody I idolize. That's kind of yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Like when
I knew somebody was gonna give me Matthew Lillard too.
dude,
I knew.
when you asked if I idolize this person, I almost wanted to say, yeah, you also told me to go fuck myself when I met him.
I've met him too.
Absolutely. Go fuck yourself.
Thank you, I shall.
Okay.
I mean, I've also met Steve Downs, so there's that one too.
Eat a dick.
All right. Am I male or female?
You're male.
Variety.
Yeah.
Male variety.
Male. Am I actor, musician, sports star?
I'd say actor.
Actor.
More acting. Do I do more live action or do I do more voice acting?
More live action.
Yeah,
I would say.
live action.
More live action. Okay. What was my? Am I more film or TV?
Film.
Film, yeah.
Film. What was my most recent film role? Or well, like not role, but like what was my most recent film credit? Like
One
how
sec.
long ago?
As far as how long ago, I don't know, but you are currently being casted in things.
Yep.
Currently being custom.
Yep.
Okay. What genre of film am I most known for?
You kind of do a mix of this. Probably, I would say more action.
Yeah, action adventure.
And then action adventure, and then comedy. I would throw in comedy too.
Yep.
Strong. Okay. Okay. Do I have a role that I'm most known for?
Yes.
Yeah.
How recent was that role?
Well, depends on if you're looking at something they're working on. You are currently working on another one of these movies.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But when did? No.
Damn.
But I'd say the last one of those was quite a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah, they were a hot second ago.
I'm getting stuffed. Fuck. Okay. The current project that I'm working on that aligns with this character that I'm known for, how anticipated is this film?
Very.
I'd say, yeah, pretty goddamn anticipated.
Like iconic.
Iconic. Yeah. Okay.
Iconic.
So I think I know the movie that I'm going to be in. Ian McKellen? Sir Ian McKellen?
Negative.
No.
You're kind of on the right track.
James Marsden is the only other guy I could think of. No.
You're not on the right track.
Well.
Okay, so it's not an X-Men.
No.
Gotcha.
No.
Not an X-Men. Fuck. Okay. Is it superhero variety though?
No.
No. Fuck. Okay. Highly anticipated film.
Jesus Christ.
I haven't made one of these in a while.
And I wasn't.
Yeah, who we thought was going to be difficult probably would have been not difficult for him.
Who the fuck am I? Okay, I need some help. Give me some clues here. Give me some clues.
Okay, this actor has worked alongside many great people. He was a heartthrob for his time. He has done movies with Adam Sandler, and that's all I'm gonna let you do that. I'm gonna let you cook with that and see where you go with that.
Brendan Fraser.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's go. Fucking
Sure.
love Airheads. Oh my god. I
Before
want
we
to
do
find
my
that
next
fucking
one,
movie because
I'm
it's
gonna go
not
grab
out
my
on
phone
anything.
charger.
Okay.
It is John Cerny though.
Well, you can go ahead and send it to us, and we can kind of come up with.
Yeah.
But no, I've been trying to find fucking Airheads on a streaming service, and like it's not on any of the good ones. It's like it's under paywalls.
Yeah.
It's pissing me off.
Do you know or
Hmm?
Jack Sparrow?
Oh. Oh, this is the one that Hannah picked.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I gotta look at this. My bad. What? Sorry.
Yeah, I will give you once John guesses him, I will give you
The why?
why
Okay.
Hannah chose this person because
Okay.
yeah, I was like, babe, really?
That's hilarious, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, she got me with my reaction, so.
Mute for a second.
All right, buddy, welcome back.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
All right, ask away.
Okay. Once again, am I male or female?
Male.
Male. Okay. Actor or what? Like what? Yeah. Yeah.
Public figure?
Public
There we go.
figure.
Yeah, public figure.
Okay.
Yeah.
On that note, am I like a content creator, like TikTok or YouTube, things like that?
No.
No.
You're political public figure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
but not a politician.
Not a politician. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Huh. All right. Am I one of the bad guys or one of the good guys?
Depends on who you ask, but overall,
Yeah.
you're regarded as a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Much like most public figures.
Much like most public figures. Fair point. I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. Political public figure, not a politician. Generally regarded as a good guy.
You know, I'm going to help you out here because I don't think you're going to ask this question, and it's very vital that you know this information.
Okay.
Little hint here: you're not U.S. You're
Yeah,
not
I was
from
gonna
the
say,
US.
we might should
not
tell him
U.S. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. Is it somebody that I personally have heard of?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody's heard of this guy.
Okay. Hmm.
Fuck you, cat.
Was I involved in like any kind of movement or anything like that?
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
And is this like a historical figure or someone who's alive today?
I mean, historical figure,
Yeah.
yes, but
Yeah.
not just because they are dead, but they're not
Yeah.
historical figures. They're dead.
Right.
Okay. That's kind of what I meant. Like, is it like a present day person or somebody who's dead?
Oh yeah, no, you're dead. You're dead.
Right.
You're dead. You're
Okay.
dead.
Okay.
No, really, you're dead.
Uh,
I don't know. Depends on who you ask.
well, shit. I guess my ass is grass.
Because there is that conspiracy too.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, you're kind of named in a very famous conspiracy theory.
Oh God. That's concerning.
Personally, you should have it. Honestly,
I was about to say,
Yeah.
is it Nelson Mandela?
Yeah. Okay, so Hannah chose that one for you specifically because, well, he likes history.
I was thinking about it, and then, like as soon as you said conspiracy theory, I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
I thought this was like a deeper inside joke, not well, he likes history.
What did he like?
Which Hannah has a point.
I mean,
yeah, she's got a point. You know, she's not wrong, but it's just like I looked at her, I was like, really, babe? That's what she.
He likes history. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, no, don't get me wrong. She had it pegged right, but
I think it's my turn.
Yeah, it's turn now. Hmm.
Male or female variety?
Hold on.
one sec.
Okay.
Male.
Male.
What am I known for doing?
Acting.
Yeah, acting.
Acting. Okay. Am I well liked?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Say so. Yeah.
Okay. What am I pretty popular now? Like, or am I popular back in?
You were most definitely more popular back then, but
Yeah.
you're still pretty popular.
Yeah.
Okay. Horror?
No.
Okay. What genre am I known for?
You have quite a few, but
Yeah.
you dabble a lot in the sci-fi field.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for fuck. Sci-fi? Who the fuck gave me sci-fi?
My wife.
Doesn't
It
know
was
me
not
yet?
your
Trust me,
wife.
you'll know this actor. You will know him.
Oh, no, this
And Pookie, you're wrong.
Yeah, that was not one of your wife's suggestions.
Oh, this was yours? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
This is one of the ones I pulled out of my ass.
Sci-fi, like, okay. Sci-fi that I like?
Yes.
Okay. Like, are we sure Like dinosaur?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right, because I was thinking maybe Jeff Goldblum with the fly and Jurassic Park.
Well, those are technically both considered horror, so.
Debatable. I mean, the fly, yes. Jurassic Park, no.
Jurassic Park is more sci-fi, but horror-based sci-fi. It's a subgenre.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be a horror movie.
Yeah,
but they took that out.
Yeah, the book is a horror
that's
book.
Where
book is horror.
And I have read the book now.
You have read it now? Yeah,
I have read it. So yeah, that's where I stand on that. Okay. Anyway. Do I know this? I don't know. Oh, great.
I don't know.
You definitely know who this is. You definitely know who this is. So, okay, this actor, he's most known for his sci-fi role, and then he has like a historic.
And then he has an action adventure role. Yep.
He has an action adventure role that he's really known for.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? He is in Star Wars. Did y'all say that?
He is in Star Wars.
Yes.
Is he okay? Am I Pedro Pascal?
No.
Damn. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because that's not that. That's like the only person that crosses. But now, like, I was like,
your action adventure role is starting to feel like till he's 90.
Okay, Hugh Jackman?
Not Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman was never in Star Wars.
Right. I know, but that's the joke.
Well, yeah.
90. But... Until he's 90. Okay.
I would say really big in the late 70s, 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck's sake. Adventure. Star Wars. Is the sci-fi y'all want me to get Star Wars, or am I just focusing too much on Star Wars? Okay.
Yeah. No, it is. I mean, he does have another sci-fi role, but it's lesser known.
Okay. Is it Hayden Christensen?
No.
Okay, Ewan McGregor.
No.
For fuck's sake, I'm just listing now.
Older Star Wars.
Is it Harrison Ford?
It is
Harrison Ford.
Okay.
Yeah. The action
I was
adventure
trying to find the adventure. Yeah, I was like,
90,
what's the crossover? Because Pedro was The Last of Us. Okay, I was like, okay, that could be it. And then I was like, okay, older. Fuck. Okay, it's got to be Harrison Ford.
Yeah. It's
Indiana Jones.
Like I said, the action adventure is starting to feel like till he's 90, and it's Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
90.
No, that's fair. Yes, it's Spooky's turn.
I'm just confirming before then.
No, fair.
I don't know who this is.
I think I know who this is, but I just want to confirm real quick because I don't know names very well sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Am I male or female variety?
Male.
What am I known for?
Comedy.
Okay.
Acting. Comedy acting. But I would strictly go comedy acting.
Comedy actor. How old am I?
51.
Yeah.
51.
I was gonna say.
Okay. Do I have one role that sticks out over most of my others, or am I just widely regarded across the board?
No, you've got one role pretty much that sticks out.
Okay. Am I still alive, or did I die at 51?
You're
No,
still up and
you're
kicking.
still alive.
Still okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. He has had some scares, though, hasn't he?
I have no idea.
I wouldn't know. I'm still trying to find out who I am.
I know.
I've got amnesia right now. I'm Bruce Willis. That's fucked up. I'm going to hell.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, I was gonna say
Maybe
maybe not.
So I can get rid of Jim Carrey, Steve Martin, Martin Short. Get rid of Mel Brooks. Get rid of. No, hold on.
Hold on. Is he on the one that I made for him?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, I love
Am I Adam Sandler?
No.
Oh my god,
No.
we almost did.
No, I should have known that because
No.
you two said y'all didn't know who the fuck it was. That's right. Okay, hold on.
I had to look him up.
I didn't know who this was.
Do I, Chip, do I love this actor?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay, how about this? Would you like me to stay in here for you? Since I know who this is and I'm the one who made this
Well,
character.
they looked him up.
I think so.
Okay.
I also know. I just didn't know name. I know
Yeah.
who it is.
Oh, okay. Do I have a best friend that I do most of my films with?
Yep.
Yeah.
Am I John C. Reilly?
Nope.
Fuck. Okay. Shit. Best friend duo, though.
Mm-hmm.
If I guess the character, can I? No, never mind. I don't need the Dana Carvey. No, he's not in his 50s. Fuck. Dana Carvey, fucking Mike Myers. Those are both out.
But you're closer with those guesses, I would say. Not in age, but in type of movie.
Type of movie. Okay. So stupid buddy comedy films.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What other stupid buddy comedy films do I like? My mind. I hate this type
I
of
would.
shit. I really do.
I would constitute this
I
as
have a
one of your favorites. As one of your
One of my
favorites.
favorites. Huh.
I would say
I
so. Yeah.
have a hint for you, but I'm afraid it's going to give
My
you
mind goes.
literally.
It happens.
Literally me with Harrison Ford. It's okay.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Am I Bill from Bill and Ted?
No.
No, but closer.
But that is a very
Closer,
good
but
guess.
no.
But you are getting close.
Get closer. Keanu Reeves in?
No.
I'm not Ted. Fuck.
Wrong movie, but you're
no,
in the right
but
realm.
you're in that realm. You're in that realm of type
You're
of movie.
so close.
Yeah, it's
Not Keanu Reeves.
Oh, there's something.
when you think stoner movies.
Fuck, am I Kevin Smith or Jason Mewes? Which
Yes,
one am I?
you-
Yeah, Jason Mewes.
It nuts, little man. Put that shit in my hand. If you don't, then you owe me. My jungle love. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Love it.
That's better.
Love it. That was dope. That was dope.
I already know who I want to get Ben next.
God, I'm so mad I didn't get that off the bat. He's 51?
He
Yeah.
is
Wow,
51,
he's
born
old.
on June 12th,
Fucking
1974.
hell.
John.
Like,
Bert.
I forget him
Yeah,
and
for
Kevin
some
Smith are
reason
getting
I
up there
thought
now.
he struggled with some sort of cancer for a second. I don't know
No,
why I thought that.
No,
It does say he struggled with like
He
drug
has it.
addiction, but he hasn't had any
Yeah.
reported death scares as far as that goes.
No, he did struggle with drug addiction, but one of his best friends had a cancer diagnosis
That's
that
what
they
it was.
fought through. Yeah,
That's what it was.
and it was
Okay.
very because what it was is when his friend was diagnosed with cancer, he was like, "Fucking okay, I'm gonna get clean because I don't want this shit happening to me." So that's how that was. Yeah.
So he didn't have it.
I
He didn't have it
didn't
yet, but he's trying to prevent. Got it.
Yeah.
Right.
Have y'all done everyone's?
We haven't done Ben's that you chose, but we did John's. Are we sure John's gonna get this?
I want to
What are
say he
we-
will. Did John like the one I
Which
picked out?
oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
I
Say that
forget
gallery
that
chat.
I can read you things.
Yeah.
And this is where I was confused because if we go on character, yeah, I think maybe, but if we go on actress, no.
Yeah.
And that's why I said I wanted to save it for next week.
I didn't get an answer.
You did. I said I wanted to save it for next week. If we were gonna do it. What? No, it's fine. Do we want to do the character or
Yeah, we'll take the character. We'll accept the character.
Oh.
So we're gonna do the
Okay.
character instead of the actor. So
yeah.
you have to. Yeah.
Is there a slight possibility that I might know who this actress is?
You might, but she's mostly known for this one character.
Yeah.
And I just thought it would be funny. We thought it would be funny.
It's also a franchise he talks about quite frequently. That's why I did it.
Is it Jen Taylor?
No.
No.
Okay. I knew the Halo theme was on earlier, so I had to at least get that one off the board immediately.
Oh, I forgot that David got back and he'd taken the dog out. He starts opening the door, and all I've got in my hands are some trash. So I've got like a Pringles can in my ear, and a tea, and my brain went, throw a Pringles can, Arizona. Then I'd go get the wok and beat them with the wok, and then I was like, it's just David.
So
Okay,
I'm a female character.
Yes.
I was about to say, you're a female. I was finally able to put Levy down, so I'm about to start doing some more.
Your live action.
Live action.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What genre is this character from?
Fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy adventure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it a movie or a TV show?
Movie.
Movie.
Okay. Was it fairly recent?
No.
No. Okay.
This stint, no, but they are still coming out with things.
Yeah. Like your specific character was seen early on in the birth of this franchise, but the franchise itself is still coming out with shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Huh. Still okay. Is I was about to say I would assume this is something I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I remember hearing somebody say I talk about it quite frequently, but I don't know if they were talking about me or one of you guys.
You do. I mean, you have videos
you have
pertaining
talked about
to
it on.
that, and you have videos on your YouTube page that pertain to this franchise.
Okay, well that actually narrows it down quite a bit. Because I have maybe like 3 or 4 franchises on of them, and I've already eliminated one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Means it's okay. And combined with the genre, is it Luna Lovegood? Or whatever the fuck her name
No,
is?
but you are on the right track.
You are on the
Okay.
right track.
Okay.
Incorrect. Yes. Correct genre. Okay. Correct movie.
Is it? It's not Hermione, because I definitely know who the actress for Hermione
Really
is.
committed.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not Hermione. It's not any of the
You
big,
look like it's
the
like,
big
Right. It's one of
it's
the
kind of
one.
secondary characters.
I wouldn't even say secondary. I would say this is like a one-off character that happened in this franchise. Like appeared only maybe a couple times.
Is it Moaning Myrtle?
Yes.
It is Moaning Myrtle.
Damn, and I just looked up her actress the other day, and I can't think of her name.
Shirley Henderson.
That's
And would
it.
y'all like to know a fun? Would y'all like to know a fun fact about Shirley Henderson? She was in her late 30s playing a fucking 12-year-old ghost in that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But she said Moaning Myrtle, and I was like, I feel like we have to work that in somehow at this point because that's just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like as soon as I combined the category with my YouTube videos thing, I'm like, well, I've only done like 3 or 4 franchises. I've eliminated one of them, combined with the category that leaves me with Harry Potter.
Exo facto Harry Potter.
Exactly.
All right, his turn.
Mine.
Oh fuck, this is good.
Yeah, it is.
Whose is okay? Male or female?
Female.
Female.
Okay. Am I? So I guess. Whose is this? Who am I guessing right now? Okay,
I
yours.
think this is. Yeah.
It's M's. Okay.
That makes sense, actually.
Is What am I known for? Am I a musician? Am I an actress?
Acting.
Yep. Acting.
Okay.
Acting.
Horror?
Let me look that up. I mean, you're not known for horror. I'll say that much, but I don't know if you've touched that realm.
I like thriller.
Thriller. Okay.
I want to say horror, but thriller.
But like, have I touched thriller a lot, or just like?
Quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say a pretty good chunk.
Am I pretty known like now?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but you were really popular in the 2000s, 2010s.
Yeah.
Was this? Am I someone that like men like simp would you say simped after in the thousands, 90s, 10s?
Yeah. I would say so. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I would say so.
I know
Would
you did.
say that?
I know for
I
a
did?
fact you, Ben, did.
You're pointing in the wrong direction, Chris. Ben's over there.
Well, for me, he's up here and you're right there.
Because you keep pointing like this, and I'm like, why are you pointing at me?
I did. What genre did we say what genre I was like known for though? You said that I
Well, okay, you've done.
dabble
I
in.
mean, you've got quite a pretty diverse field
Mm-hmm.
that you've done. But a lot of people would probably remember a lot of your rom-coms. But a lot of you have done quite a few thrillers as well.
Yeah.
Rom-com. Okay. Uh, is she acting like this year? Like, is she gonna be in anything relative like this year?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Pookie, will you double check me on that? Never mind. I got you because I know what I'm thinking of. Never mind. You can't read me.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, John.
Yep.
John can read mine.
Well, I heard you, and I already had it pulled up.
I'm looking at IMDb lists of like films and shit, so like that's as far as my knowledge goes right now.
What? I have I have a crush on her.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a maid, like
yeah.
major.
You will do this when you find out who it is.
What?
Like you will do this when you find out who it is.
Not him calling me out. Okay. Christina Hendricks?
No.
I'm about to go down my dibs. Checking his list. Checking it twice.
Checking it twice.
Would y'all? You said that she was more popular. Okay. What about no, but she has been a very prolific horror movie. But briefly, Drew Barrymore.
No.
No.
Okay.
My glasses.
I'm sorry. I just need to just real quick.
Wait. Hold on. Back up there, Kimasabi. Okay. Just making sure I saw what I saw. That's all.
I'm sorry. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. What the fuck, Knuckles, is going on here?
Looks like you're dating Pinkie Pie from My Little
She
Pony.
wanted to paint, so she painted herself.
Whoa. Pump the hate brakes. I'm just surprised anybody would date you, let alone Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony.
You know what? I will take that. Because I've already accumulated Tinky Winky. So thank you for adding
Tinky
another.
Winky.
I said she looked like a tiefling. And I said it was kind of, I did say it was kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
but that's later. Anyway, that's what I whispered. Welcome to Nerdstown. Tieflings are hot. Continue. Back to my dibs list. Check. Rom-com. I don't feel like I don't feel like I really sent after this person, so I wouldn't say it's not Jen, is it? Okay.
No.
Okay, cool. Okay. Is this person, am I brunette?
Yes.
Am I a princess?
Yes.
Am I Anne Hathaway?
No.
Damn it.
The princess. I would say the princess title is more of like a technicality.
Yeah.
You were, but you're not. I'm sorry.
Am I okay? Princess.
I would say the princess title is kind of like a technicality.
Okay, am I a beauty queen?
Yes.
Oh, I'm pretty. Am I Sandy?
You are Sandra Bullock.
Yep, there it is. Glad you called that one, buddy.
Yeah, no, perfect. I never thought I would see the day where I'd be Sandra Bullock, but here we are.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
It's perfect. Jesus Christ. Practical Magic 2 comes out in September.
That's right. That
Yep,
is the
it
big movie
does.
that's coming out. Yes. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Obviously.
All right. Turn.
You might know this one, you might not.
I don't know who this is. I don't know who this.
I know who it is.
Okay, well then if it's
me, it's one of mine.
You don't know if you don't know and it's yours?
I know who this is. It's one of mine.
I'm sorry. Was that my
I don't know if Chris is gonna know this. That's the thing.
Who this is?
You didn't give me an assignment.
Okay. Would I even know? Wait, no, I don't know who this is. I already said that. I read it.
I mean, you might see a picture and be like, "Oh yeah, I saw her in this," but I don't know.
Why don't we just choose a different person real quick?
Okay.
I've never seen that in my life. I don't think. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Like
I said, I just pulled a couple out of my ass that I knew.
Okay.
Okay, that one's relevant to Chris right now.
Okay.
That one he's definitely gonna know.
Yeah, you'll definitely know this one.
Okay. Male or female?
Male.
Male.
What am I known for? Like acting, music, sports?
Acting.
Acting.
Am I voice actor, live action? Do I do both?
Both.
Okay.
Okay. She's like that. She's pink.
Am I more prolific in voice acting or in live action?
I'm sorry. The look that Jamie just gave him and then gave me was great because she's like, "Dad, why is she pink?" Anyway.
I would honestly say both as far as prolific goes.
Yeah.
Am I more film or TV?
More TV than
Both?
film.
Yeah, more TV, but both.
But both, yeah.
More TV, but both. Was I in anything last year in the movies?
Yes.
Yes.
Am I Nathan Fillion?
Yes.
Yes.
Touchdown!
Well, like, I know you've been watching, like, a lot of the rookie lately, so I was like, well, okay. Yeah. The one I originally picked was Jewel State, who was on Firefly, Stargate Atlantis.
Okay.
And, yeah.
No, I wouldn't have gotten that one.
Yeah. Like I said, I just pulled a couple out of my ass because I was on the clock. But then I thought about it. I'm like, he's not going to know who that is. That's kind of a me-specific one.
Oh, this is the one I picked for John.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Pookie. I neglected like your pickings.
Okay. Am I male, female?
Male.
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 Okay. Acting, singing, writing.
Well, you're most known for acting, but you have done some writing in your life.
Mm.
Okay. As far as acting goes, what genre am I most known for?
Western.
Western. Okay. Am I still alive?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Have I been in any westerns recently?
Ew.
Double checking. By technicality, yes.
By technicality.
I feel like that's gonna become a catchphrase of this fucking podcast.
By technicality,
Right.
yes. We should get t-shirts made.
I'm gonna do it.
For westerns. Do I do more TV or movies? I guess movies, but
I would say it's about a 50-50, honestly.
about 50-50, okay.
Because your technicality Western role is a TV show that could fit the Western genre, but it doesn't at the same time.
when would you say like my biggest like hit was as far as roles go?
Tell you what, I'll give you your possible biggest film. And that was. Hold on, I gotta get up to it on here. Oh, damn it, why are you being a dick? Hold on. Where the fuck is it? "1993" was probably your biggest film.
1993. Came out in 1993.
But I mean, your career is so prolific that it's hard to pick what your truly biggest film or biggest credit was.
Okay.
But I would say you're most known for a 1993 role.
Stern's biggest role was in 1993.
And I would say the role this movie, you have seen it.
Like, for a fact, I have seen it.
For a fact, you have seen this movie. We've talked about it. And this one is a definite Western. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Okay. '93. Damn it. Am I Sam Elliott?
Son of a bitch! Yeah,
Yes.
God,
Because I was thinking Tombstone, or whichever one he was in.
Yeah, he was in Tombstone. But also the technical Western that he's in now, that's a show, is Landman.
Yep.
Because it kind of hits that Western. It's got that Western feel to it, but I would not necessarily label it a Western. You know, it can check a couple of the boxes, but I wouldn't put it in the Western genre. You know,
Yeah.
But I'll tell you why I gave you Sam Elliott. I gave you Sam Elliott because Sam Elliott played one of my favorite roles of his is The Ranch, where he plays a guy born and raised in Colorado.
Yep. I love The Ranch. I love that fucking show.
It is a great show. Honest to God, I loved it.
Show me the tit
All
on an
right.
almond.
All right, Ben, your turn. We have your person.
Okay. Male or female variety?
Male.
Male. Okay. What am I known for doing?
Sports.
Sports. Fuck.
Which means I'm not going to be any help here.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't think about this when I chose it, but Ben, I thought about it for you. I didn't think about John not being able to help. In all honesty, I kind of fucked myself on that one. but
Dallas
you'll know who
Sports.
this is, huh?
Dallas Sports.
No. He's
Okay.
not on a Dallas team, nor has he been on a Dallas team.
What sport do I play?
Hockey.
Hockey. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a lot of fucking player by name, so that's gonna
Yeah, I have his jersey.
Bro, look behind you.
But
You
only
have a
a few
problem.
of those are hockey stars that are real. He is a real hockey star, and he's not a Dallas star. So that eliminates from here over, and then you see where that blue one is at?
Midwest, New England.
Fuck, where is? Well, okay, technically, he started his career on the western side of Canada, and then finished his career, his career ended in Ohio. I'll give you a hint. He's no longer living, and both of his former teams have retired his number recently.
I don't fucking know.
Oh, I might have fucked up with this one. Never mind then. My bad.
Yeah, because I don't know a lot of especially dead ones. I don't know. I really don't know a lot of hockey.
Recently dead. Recently dead. Like national attention death.
Mm-hmm.
I said Thanksgiving. He's trying to hop over me.
All of the ones I can think of are fucking alive. Which is great for them, but bad for me in this scenario. I don't know. I genuinely don't. I can't think of.
Yeah, I probably should have done a little bit better or done NBA instead of NHL. Johnny Gaudreau.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, well, yeah, actually, is that the one that...
Yeah, that's the one where him and his brother were riding bicycles and were killed the night before.
Okay, I do know who it is, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll be 100%, dude. I was kind of like, trying to come up with names, and every name was fucking fleeting my mind, and I looked down, I was like, Johnny Gaudreau, he knows that. We talked about it a lot. I was wearing my Gaudreau jersey at the time. All right, I think this is the final round for me, right?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Google, what's the weather outside?
Right now in Bossier City, 48 degrees.
Okay.
Cloudy. Tonight, the forecast is around 46 and partly cloudy.
Fun. Great. Male or female?
Male.
Sports, music, acting.
Music.
Am I from an 80s hair metal band?
No.
Hey. What genre am I known for?
Country.
Luke Combs.
Yes.
What was okay? But where were you going with 80s hair metal? Because I'm kind of curious if it was going to be the other one I had in mind.
I was either going to go probably Bon Jovi, Nikki Sixx, or Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay, no. I was thinking
Who
Eddie
else
Van
do you have in
Halen.
mind, though?
Van Halen.
Oh, Van Halen. Nice. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I fucking love the Headband Gang. This shit was cool.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
See, unless it wasn't as complicated as it seemed, guys.
Right.
It kind of mirrored our Celebrity Guess Who game. So
Yeah.
I think once we got into that, but
Might have to do this one again.
yeah, I know. I said that we should do it with characters instead of like actors instead,
Right.
because I think that would be better.
John, the fuck has you dying?
My sister is laughing in the other room, and the laugh is just one of those that it cracks you up. Sorry. Anyway, because it's an inhaling laugh. So, yeah. Anyway.
Well, thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Nerdstown. This is your mayor. I'm signing off for the night. Good night, guys.